promoting you yet. You gotta be our sponsor first. I'll still drink you, but.
El Dorado. That looks good.
My favorite. The best. I gotta set one up for you too.
All right, I'm good to go. Oh, make sure you have your. I was gonna bring it on you on the spot, but your favorite Theo moment. And Hulk Hogan. Theo moment, Hulk Hogan. We'll talk about Hulk Hogan.
We'll talk about
because
that.
you reminded me about the racist thing. I didn't actually know about that, but we'll talk about that. I'll even admit it too. I didn't even know it had something to do with his daughter. All set? Are we live?
Yeah. You know it.
All right, welcome to another episode of We All We Got. Of course, I got my boy here, DJ H2O, to my right.
Yeah. And over here, we got, the crispiest one of them all.
Hey, man.
Crispy bro.
And behind the scenes,
Real CB.
We got, that's not with the bank account yet.
Yeah, okay. Hey.
Well, it'll get there.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're gonna get there.
And then we got the man behind the cam, TJ. All right, so we're gonna start it off by, how was your week, brother? Everything was good?
Yeah, I'm living, I'm working, so.
Yeah, living the life, living the dream.
Oh, I'm trying to live the life in the dream. That's what we're here for, you know what I'm saying? Right here.
I was gonna say I'm living a nightmare, but I'm joking. We're all living the dream. I'm joking. I'm playing around. But life is good. We're here. We're alive. Give God all the blessings, and we're good. We're gonna get this going. This is my favorite part of the week. Favorite time of the week is doing this podcast with my boy and my boy TJ, my boy DJ H2O. So we're gonna start off with some solemn news, unfortunately.
Yeah. From the live, from the living to the and some that have joined that crew now. One, we'll say this week, because we had 3 that just came out. Actually, there was another one. But the 3 major ones, the ones that were put out there, was one, Ozzy Osbourne. We'll go the next one, Hulk Hogan. And Mr. Malcolm Jamal Warner.
That's right.
Also known as, well, a lot of people may know him well. The older generation may know him as Theo Huxtable.
Fun fact, what's your middle name?
Theodore.
And my son's name is Theodore, so it's a popular name that runs amongst kings. So rest in peace, MJW.
We'll come back to him.
Yeah.
We'll end off the tops on him. Ozzy Osbourne, I didn't know you too much. I know you from the Osbournes. I know you bit a bat's head off or something like that. That's what they said. You're a crazy rocker. So you know what? Shout out to you. I watched a little bit of the Osbournes. That's what's right. The Osbournes it was called, right? Back when it was on for a bit. He was jokes still. Like sometimes you didn't understand him, but he was jokes. The show was all right. It was cool. So I got nothing on him.
I don't know. I never followed rock and roll like that. I know of
I didn't
him.
follow rock and roll like that. I didn't hear his. I don't know his songs heavy. Like I'm pretty sure I probably know a song.
I know you're lying. You have a poster up in your room right now. Don't
No. I took that down years ago. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that much about him. I know that I heard about the bat eating incident, and I know that he always wore those glasses low. And,
yeah, I think those were the first things I heard about him, was that he bit a bat's head off on stage or something like that.
Yeah, but of course he's a legend in the rock world, and I'm pretty sure people that are tuning in or that watch the show have some interest in him and followed him or followed his career. So rest in peace, Ozzy. And going on to
all right,
Hulk Hogan. I wasn't really a Hulk Hogan fan. I was more of like the Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker type of fan.
I was their fans too, yep.
You know, Hulk Hogan brought the energy and he brought the hype, but I wasn't that whole American hero ripping off shit type of stuff.
So we'll start with that part.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster, and all his Hulkamaniacs. the 24-inch pythons. Right? Listen, I got into wrestling, yes. Hogan that was the guy. That was the guy.
You liked him back in the day?
That was the guy. It was Hogan, and obviously that's how they promoted him. You know what I mean? The good guy. You know, when you're a kid.
Was the good guy.
Talking then, the good guy at the time. You know, as you say, he was the good guy, and you know, Andre the Giant was the bad guy, and then Zeus for a little bit was the bad guy, and Macho at times ended up being the bad. But Hogan was that foundation. Like, you were a fan of everyone. You know, I was a Macho Man fan. I liked him too. Ultimate Warrior, that was my guy too.
Jake the Snake.
Jake, I didn't mind Jake the Snake. He was cool. He was a villain, but I didn't mind him because he was cool. I liked when he bust up the snake a little bit. Damien brought out Damien and let Damien run out on the ring.
I heard you say that you like Goldust back in the day. True or no?
This guy trying to, which man's trying to pull here? This guy went to a whole different era.
No, that's still the same era. Hulk Hogan, Goldust?
Yes, but I mean, no, the heavy Hulkamaniac wasn't Goldust yet.
I'm playing
Goldust. It was his father. It was Dusty.
Goldust was entertaining, but it wasn't my favorite.
No. Okay.
Yeah,
He's machismo. Rest in peace to him too. He passed away, right?
Yeah, he did years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, I was saying Hulk. It was Hulkamaniac and all of that. But I liked other people. It was Brutus the Barber, Beefcake, Hitman, all of them.
At what age was your heart broken when you realized it was fake?
Oh, my heart wasn't broken. Like, I wasn't broken to know that it was fake. Like, I didn't, like, when people say, okay, wrestling's fake. Again, I've said this before. Like, it's like, so is everything else on TV. What do you mean by?
But when
what do you know? But I mean, what do you?
But of course, when you
what is fake?
all right, so obviously,
what is considered fake?
Okay, so it's theatrical. It's made up. You know that the wrestling moves.
Those are character names,
and the sequences are made up prior to them actually
the thing that's fake about it is who's winning or not, because they know who's supposed to win.
Of course.
Okay. The slamming. When you get slammed, okay, I know the punches aren't real. It's like they're brushing them with the hits, right? Because it's not a straight fist in the eye. Because if you're getting fist in your eye, it's gonna be swollen.
Yeah.
Their faces are never swollen.
True.
It's a brush off, right? So it's like one of these, right?
And some of them, they would stick the razor within their knuckles.
Yeah, or they cut themselves sometimes. You know, they do it themselves, right? It's not the other person. They might do it to themselves, right? They'll turn.
Real.
Where obviously you bleeding is real, the cause of you bleeding from the punch isn't real.
Yeah.
But yes, when these guys get slammed down and stuff, when they body slam them and stuff, yeah, they brace, but you still feel in pain. These guys do get injured. But yes, it's fake in the sense of all of that other stuff, just like everything on TV, anything else on TV you watch,
so,
right?
I
mean, in sports-wise, okay, no, it's not real, as in like if you're watching football, basketball, stuff like that, right? Like, yeah, it's not real as in that sense. Like I said, they know who's gonna win the match. They know all of that already. So yes, it's set up in that way. But it's just like everything else on TV. It's entertainment.
That's true.
And that's what I got from it. I got entertainment. I wasn't heartbroken really to be like, oh my God, no, it's real. It's real. Maybe I did at one point. Was like, oh no, it's real. And someone told me, no, it's fake. Blah blah blah. But I never worried about all that. I just like the entertainment of it, like the storylines.
Bro.
That's what the main thing was the storylines. And like back then, like they didn't really have storylines, and that was the thing with like the time with Hogan and stuff. It was Saturday, so I think it was like 12 o'clock, WWF Superstars or something like that it was called. And it was a bunch of nobody's really wrestling. You might see a
superstar.
You might see one, but they're facing someone who's garbage too.
I remember that, yeah.
Right? There was one guy, the only one person that didn't become a superstar but was well known as an opponent was the Brooklyn Brawler.
I don't remember that.
I know there was one guy, the Brooklyn Brawler, and he's fighting each guy. Basically, he's probably seen once a week fighting someone. Yeah. Right? But other than that, and then they might have Saturday night main event. That's when you'd see them fight each other, but that wasn't every Saturday. It was maybe once in a while, I think they would do that.
Yeah.
So like, wrestling kind of fell off a little bit for me because I was obviously you're growing up, you do things, you play, you go outside and hang. So it's like I knew I'm not seeing who I want to see.
Yeah.
So this is whatever.
I don't know. For me, like that first time when Kane beat Undertaker, I ain't gonna lie, I shed a tear still. Undertaker was my guy.
Yeah.
Undertaker was my guy. And then when he officially, but Undertaker, like he would retire then come back like as some conjured up, like he'd always.
Yeah, I know. When he came in, listen. When he came in that biker era, I hated that Undertaker era. I hated
Undertaker
it.
was
Keep rolling.
all the new version of it with the bandana.
I hated that.
Yeah. I like the old original version.
You shouldn't even been called Undertaker.
Yeah, they had to change.
I hated it. I was like, what is this? Yeah. This is not the dead man. But speaking of match, okay, so you were Undertaker. Were you a Kane fan at that time?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Nah, man.
Okay.
I hated
so
it, bro.
what match made you like gave you like the toughest decision? But either way, you're kind of a winner and you're a fan of both, but you're
I got you. Even though
you know what match that was.
Yeah.
You know what the big match was back in the day that tore people apart who to go for.
Well, for me, it was Undertaker and Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh, no. That was for me, simply because of the Canadian connection, right? So I was going, obviously as a Canadian, I'm rooting for Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh, yeah. Well, Bret was my guy.
But my favorite wrestler was The Undertaker. So to answer your question, for me, that's the one where I was kind of split out. Whoever wins, wins. For me.
Mine was, I know, but you weren't a Hogan fan, so it wouldn't be for you. No. Okay, that's why. When it was Hogan and Warrior. Sky Dome.
That was classic.
Bro, when I heard they were a match, I'm like, who do I go for?
Yeah.
Who do I go for? Because Hogan was the guy because that's what you're introduced to. But Warrior was the ish when he was in. Like it was like. So that was the one where it's like, you know what? I don't mind who wins, but I think 0.01% of me probably wanted Hogan.
Really?
Just because he's the original. He was the first, right? That's your first fan, right? Yeah. So it's like, that was my first wrestling guy I knew about. So it was like, but I wasn't hurt when that Warrior won. I was kind of like, oh, I was like, I'm like, okay, Warrior. Yeah. It's time. It's time. Because Hogan was reaching there, right? Like Hogan started mid-'80s. This was probably like, well, even not mid-'80s. It was probably before that, but
no, Warrior was in the
Warrior was
80s.
No, Warrior
later
was, but
80s.
when it was early 9, like maybe 1991, 92, 90 when he came in, but Hogan was before that. So Hogan was kind of getting up there a little bit. So to pass it on, to Warrior, we pretty. I didn't mind that one.
Well, forgive me.
That was a tough one to pick who to go for.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but they actually didn't have beef per se. Like they were actually, like like they would set up the storyline where this guy actually hates this guy. From my understanding, they actually
most of these guys are cool behind camera.
Not even behind camera. Like the way that they played that storyline.
Yeah.
They weren't really beefing. I'm not talking about
characters.
Their characters.
Their characters. No, it was more of a.
I think it was just one's at the top of his game.
Yeah.
One's at the top of his game.
Yeah.
Let's get it on type of thing.
But I did hear at times Hogan didn't want to, these guys got to be able to want to give up that spot to the next guy. And some guys will be like, no, I'm not giving up to this guy. Yeah. I'm not letting this guy take it.
But sticking with Hulk Hogan, he was the face of.
Yeah, he's the.
So the one thing
he's what made WWF become what it is, or help get it to where it is now. It was a big part of it. He was a massive part of that.
One can actually argue is that there's really been, and again, I might upset a lot of people here, but really and truly in the history of WWF, WWE, whatever you want to call it now, there's actually only really been 3 superstars, and you could correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Andre the Giant.
Okay.
I'm talking about face of the league superstar.
Okay.
Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, and Stone Cold. Can you argue that? To carry that torch. So we're not talking about like obviously we have Ultimate Warrior fans, we have Undertaker fans.
They'll put The Rock in there. Because listen, you see the Attitude Era. There was a lot. You see, okay, this
The
goes
only
to.
reason why I put
hold
Rock
on.
because he's a
No, I know what you're looking at, but don't look at that. Don't look at that. That his mic game was the best.
more than Stone Cold.
Stone Cold had no mic game.
Are you serious? The bear smashing.
That's not a mic game. That's
That's not
not.
your mic game,
Bro, listen to what I'm
man
saying.
came out
Listen
with
to
it.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Catch. Okay.
Oh, catchphrases. Okay, fine.
Stone Cold had what? What?
And then other wrestlers took
Hold
that
on.
upon, eh?
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's really and okay. Austin 316 said I just whooped your ass. Those are his two friends. But every week, when you watched it, the next day, who are you quoting? The Rock lines. Jabroni.
If you smell.
What's your name? It doesn't matter what your name is.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike Game, The Rock, I will say, the best ever in wrestling.
Yeah.
The best ever to be on that mic. Like, he could be on that mic when it was Raw era, when it was dominating. I don't have to watch him wrestle. I could just listen to him talk his shit all night if he needed to.
He had the crowd in stitches at times. I'll give you that.
Bro, the one he did in Toronto, oh my
I have to
gosh.
pull that up.
Oh my, when he had some song, something, blah, 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 because the Maple Leafs suck. And he said it, and the boos that were coming, and he stood, he's like, yep. And that face was like, yep.
Got him.
Got you guys.
But yo, was he
were
wrong about the point?
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't wrong.
And me, when he said that, I was like, fuck you, Rock. But damn, that was good. It was good the way he did it. Oh my gosh.
I'll give. He has the lines.
Yo, it was crazy. But that's what I'm saying. So I would Hogan and yes, Andre the Giant, but I'll say if you had to pick one, it would be Hogan. And from him,
So first would be Andre. If we're going in years, first would be Andre. Andre gave it up to Hogan.
did Andre give it up to?
Kind of, sort of.
Okay,
Adam the Giant was kind of.
I'll say both of them. He was a thing. So I'll say okay, both of them, and bigger wrestler fanatics than me because I'm not that right now. But bigger wrestling heads, you guys can correct us. You know what I mean? Let us know. But I'm saying, I guess you can say Andre and Hogan, right? But Hogan really propelled it past Andre. So Andre, I'll say, is like the seed.
Gotcha.
And then Hogan was just like the water and all that kind of sprouted it. So I'll say from Hogan and after Hogan, that's the thing.
It's hard.
I don't think it was one person. It was they started getting superstars here and there.
And then you have to throw in Cena at one point.
Right. But if you want to go to a next person who really like pushed it, you'd have to go, you'd have to say Attitude Era. And maybe I guess, no, you know what? It wasn't passed on to him, but he did help. Yeah, your boy, Taker. He's not, I won't say he was the face, but when he came in,
for a little while,
the way when $1 Million Man brought him in, he shook it up because people did not see anything like him
that before.
Right?
That's true.
So he wasn't passed to him, but he was one of the faces at that time. Like if you were to put a poster up and you had some face, you're putting Taker's face up there.
I got you.
He's going there, right? Like even in Hogan's era, you would say Macho Man helped. He was a face too because it was Hogan and Macho Man.
Yeah, but those type of characters, I think you just alluded to it just now. Those type of characters actually help the superstar more.
That's what I'm saying.
Jake
But
the Snake.
you needed them for the superstar to stay a superstar, not just be looked at as okay, you're beating up. Like I said, it just looked like he was beating up on a bunch of weak people, like just someone off the street, and it's like you don't want to see those matches no more. So you need someone that's going to push you. Roddy Piper was another man who helped. So they weren't the face. Like if you're gonna make a poster and you had to someone in the middle, yes, it's Hogan. But next to him, you're gonna have Macho Man. You may have Warrior. Then you could have had even before Warrior, you might have had Piper there. You might have been Macho Man, Piper beside him, and then you might have brought Warrior, and then it could have been Taker, and then you had Brett. Then you had even before Brett, you had the Rockers, which was Shawn Michaels, right? You had the tag teams that helped put the
Demolition
face up
Brothers.
Demolition
Yo,
Brothers,
those are
Legion
big.
of Doom,
Legion of Doom, yep.
right?
Yep,
You
yep.
had those. You had
Memories,
those
man.
that helped. So individually, I don't know, like if you had to say a person that would, you can say, okay, this
those
is
are
the
the
middle.
days, man. Those
It's
are the
hard,
days.
but I maybe The Rock, maybe Stone Cold, and The Rock were the next. Stone Cold and Rock were like Hogan, Macho Man.
Where do you put John Cena?
He was after. I'll say him after The Rock and them. He helped keep it up there. I'll say he is a face. He is a face. 'Cause look at him turning heel was a big thing right now.
Yeah.
Him being the bad guy now because he's ending. He's finishing off.
Yeah.
And people were wondering what is he gonna do, and that's what he did. Some people didn't like it. I was kind of thinking at it at first, but then I kind of got it after. I was like, you know what? Why not?
Yeah.
Hogan did it, and it did wonders.
Yeah.
It revived him when he became Hollywood Hogan, when he turned his back and in WCW and did all that. That was
I don't. He didn't have as much as the Hollywood success as The Rock or John
no.
Cena has.
He had a moment with No Holds Bar
Okay.
with Zeus, right? He had that little moment there, and really that was maybe about it. Like,
Yeah.
because I remember that was big. I wanted to see that and everything, because that's when Hogan had the name. Like,
Yeah.
he was still Hogan, right? So, and then I know he had maybe couple other movies come out, but I don't think they did as great
Yeah.
or as good as that one. I don't think all of them did great, but they did as good as No Holds Bar. So
Sticking on Hogan now. So you actually reminded me yesterday, and I completely forgot. I honestly didn't. I didn't follow Hogan like that, but I do remember.
Yeah.
Until you reminded me yesterday that there was a little racist connotation with him, as far as, and I read up on the story that apparently his daughter
Yep.
was dating a black man.
Yep.
And
left the message on her
answer machine.
and going off.
So, does him having that racist moment, in your eyes, does it tarnish his entire legacy?
Okay. If we're gonna do, okay,
So
if we-
first of all,
we try and do this-
explain
if-
the story first, though, because that was just a small.
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't know the exact details of it. I know, yes, he was he dropping the N-bomb on the machine on her, saying I guess he didn't want her dating a black guy or whatever, or dating girls and all that stuff, or
And
something
he
like
used
that.
the N-word a couple
I'm
times.
pretty sure, yeah, and the N-word was used in there and stuff like that. So I didn't deep dive into it or anything like that at the time or even now. Like, I just heard about it, and so so what people would like to do is try and separate this from this. You know what I mean? So okay, Hulk Hogan was this character. I don't think that should be tarnished, right? I will separate that. I don't really know. I don't remember his real name. Is Terry something.
Yeah.
I can't remember his real name. That person, I didn't know that person, so that person to me is a racist.
Okay.
Now I know people are gonna be like, well, can't separate the two. Okay, as I said, he did a movie with Zeus, right? We all know Zeus, Debo, right? That's who Zeus was. It's a black guy, so they did a movie together. Now that doesn't mean you can't be a racist and still work around, because
Facts.
he could have just looked at him as he's beneath me.
That's right.
I can work with this person, they're beneath me, blah, blah, blah. So Hogan could have been a racist too, but I didn't see that as the character. So I will not necessarily speak on that
Yep.
or say that Hulk Hogan is a racist. But the man behind the character has a bit of racism in him, clearly, or has some type of ill will towards black people or black men. I don't know how he feels about black women,
Well, to jump on that real quick.
but he probably sees them almost in the same light as a black man.
Right. So I actually saw, when you had brought that to my attention, I actually looked up racist Hulk Hogan, just Googled it. And during the Trump campaign, and this is something that I missed,
Yeah,
there was a
sided
moment
with
where
him,
they asked him about Kamala Harris. And he said, well, she doesn't. One day she's black, one day she's Indian. and
Yeah,
that whole-
that I think he's just running with what was in the news because everyone used that.
But
Everyone would say that one day she's this, one day she's that.
No, but he actually took it a step further. You guys can YouTube it. It's on YouTube. He actually took it a step forward, and he said, one day she's doing this, and it was like the core Aboriginal Indian, which is actually nothing to what her actually background is. It wasn't that Aboriginal Indian that she has in her heritage.
In that,
right?
It's a video you said you saw.
It's a video. And he's
Okay,
going, and
in
he's
that
going like
video,
this.
this will fix. This will also answer the Hogan part.
Yeah, but that is racist.
What was he wearing?
What was he
When he
wearing?
was up there, how was he introduced? Did they see an introduction? Was there an introduction of him?
Well, I didn't see
Did you
the
see that part, or was he already up there talking? With
Well, you
because-
know, you already know he's wearing his garb, the traditional.
I know,
bandana.
no.
But as far as him,
My question, did he have any Hulk Hogan gear on?
I don't remember.
Okay,
I
because
don't
I'm saying if he's up there in any piece of Hulk Hogan wear, then yes, it tarnishes Hulk Hogan because now you're going up there as Hulk Hogan, not as Terry, whatever your name, your I'm gonna say human form, but your non-character name is, right? You came up there. If you just go up there in your regular clothes and you're speaking as Terry.
No, I gotta disagree.
But if you're up there, hey there, brother, all my maniacs out there, we're going for Trump. Then you're being Hulk Hogan, and now you make Hulk Hogan as a racist.
See, I gotta disagree with you on that because anywhere that an individual goes, if you're in the spotlight, especially if you're a famous actor or actress or whatever, a famous athlete, people are always going to see you as simply that, right? For example, when you think of friggin' LeBron James, let's throw anybody in the
Yeah, but he uses that name.
I'm
for
thinking
everything,
LeBron
though.
James as a basketball player.
But LeBron James, what I'm saying, LeBron James is the name he uses for everything.
Okay, here's another example. Then Jay-Z.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
His real name is Sean Carter.
Okay.
Okay. If Jay-Z goes into a podium and he says something unorthodox or something that's really out there, right? That's people would make people think. Like if he says,
Yeah, I
say
know
he
what you're
says,
saying, but
say
go
he
ahead,
says
yeah.
something about the LGBTQ.
Yeah,
that's
I
an
get what you're
example.
saying, yeah.
And they introduce him as Sean Carter. 99% of the people are gonna be like, "That's what Jay-Z said. That's what he said about that." No one's gonna say, "Oh, that's what Sean Carter said."
I get what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Which, okay, it doesn't work. The only reason I say it won't work because he doesn't necessarily separate the two. What I'm trying to say is if you definitely separate the two, and there's a way you can separate the two, with musicians, it's harder. Because even if you have, hold
He
on.
has to.
No,
If he's in a business corporate
He
meeting.
can try to do it. I'm saying from an outside view, looking at the person, right?
Yeah.
With musicians, you have a stage name, right? That's the name you go by, whatever. But you're writing stuff as when you were a kid, he wasn't Jay-Z, he was Sean Carter. So you're telling those stories as the story of you as a kid. But you weren't Jay-Z then. You were still Sean Carter,
what
right?
you're saying, yeah.
It's with music, you're using stuff from when you were before being famous. Like when you're a character on TV, that's when that character is born, is TV.
Yep.
I don't know you as a kid or anything. I know you from TV. I don't even know your real name, some of them.
Yep.
Right? Even with artists, you learn their name after, but I'm just saying, with TV, it took a while when you were a kid before you knew the name. Like, even when you saw the name come up on the screen, you didn't know who was who. You just saw a bunch of names. You didn't know that this person played this person, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But what I'm trying to say is, with characters, you see that person on TV, this is who they are. You don't know anything about them off of it.
Facts.
So when they're off camera and they're speaking, especially with actors, they're playing different roles. So you can't be like, you're gonna hold all of those characters to say they're doing this person, they're doing. No, you're gonna hold who they are as the person. Outside of the characters of that, okay, this person did that. That doesn't mean, like, all you're saying is you're preserving the character because the character is someone else could have wrote those lines. All they did was perform it, right? With an artist, a musician, most of the time, unless you're R&B, maybe, you know, someone else might write it and you sing it. But with rap, if we're gonna use, we talk about Jay-Z, that's them. They're talking about themselves. Whatever they're writing is them. I know you can tell other people's stories. You can do that too. But you know, majority of the time, what they're writing is about them.
Facts.
Especially with rappers.
Yeah.
It's their life. This is what I grew up seeing, doing, and this is what I was around.
Some of them have
that character on TV didn't grow up as me. If I play a character on TV, they didn't grow up as me. They grew up as their own character. They have their own backstory and everything. Jay-Z's story is Sean Carter's story, but I just go on stage with a different name to tell this person's story. I'm still telling the same story.
But if he's, again, we're sticking with Jay-Z or Hulk Hogan, right? If they're in a corporate or a business setting, right? Because your original question was how did he get introduced? That's what you said, right? How did Hulk Hogan get introduced when you made that Indian remark?
Yeah, when he was on this for that event, how was he introduced?
So I don't know how he was introduced, but from my perspective, to the masses or to the audience, we only see him as Hulk Hogan. Right? There's 90% of the people don't know his real name. Like even you just a while ago said, what's his name?
Yeah, no, I know, but I know Hulk Hogan is, regardless of me knowing his background, I know Hulk Hogan is the character. I know he's acting.
That. Of course, 100%.
A lot of people know, even with acting, you know when someone's acting, they're acting on TV. You don't know, you know them as that person, their name. You don't even know that they have a separate name. You think that person is that person on TV until you see them maybe in an interview or something and you hear them called by a different name. You're like, oh, they're just pretending to be this person. Oh, okay. So you know that person on TV, whatever it is, they're pretending.
Yeah.
But if I hear them say something that's not on TV in character, I know that, that's them saying this. It's not the character saying it, it's them saying it.
No, well, I agree. But from the way that I look at it, so he was promoting Donald Trump.
Okay.
Right? So as a entertainer or someone that's in the, so his image, he's in the public eye.
Yeah.
Right? So they grabbed him from that
because
he's usually in the public eye.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you're in the public eye, it doesn't matter what setting you're in. It doesn't matter if you're getting introduced, in my opinion. It doesn't matter if you're getting introduced by Terry or Hulk Hogan. They're using you in a public, on a public platform to gain audience members or to gain a vote.
Trying to use the Hogan side, even
if you're coming though they're not introducing him as Hogan.
I know, I get what you're saying. I get that part. I get what you're saying.
So for me, even if they introduced him as Terry, and they say, okay, here comes Terry to talk some stuff about Donald Trump, and you're using a racist connotation to describe Kamala Harris.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
To me, it tarnishes the image as Hulk Hogan and as Terry.
I see where you can get that.
Right?
Maybe I see. The only reason I'm separating two because this part here, like what you're talking about, even though he's going Hogan, I know this is he's not doing this in his height of popularity. It's a scramble. I know what you're using. You're trying to use the name, which and that's where I do agree with you. That's why if some people look at Hulk Hogan and see Hulk Hogan as a racist too, I can get it because yes, he wasn't brought up there. As you said, they can say Terry
as Terry, right?
But everyone when you see him, first reaction is Hulk Hogan's there. It's Hulk Hogan. Now, if he goes here, I'm up here. I'm not up here as Hulk Hogan. Up here as Terry. He can do that, and then that's up to you if you want to still stick to it as Hogan or whatever, right?
That's right.
But I'm pretty sure he didn't do that.
Yeah.
And went up there, and he knows Hogan, the Hulkster area of him is what people are going to attract him. That's what they want him there to attract. Those fans, the Hulkamaniac fans back in the day, maybe they'll be like, hey, Hulk, like, all right, you know what? Let's tag along. But no, I wouldn't do that.
And for those people that are following it just for the political reasons, they're not going to really, and for those hard right-wing people that follow the forever Trumpsters and bow down to everything that he says and does, they're not going to look at it as, oh my gosh, he said something that's racist. Like, it wouldn't matter what he says.
Yeah.
They're going to vote for Trump regardless.
Yeah.
Right? So I just think for the regular people that just see this man coming up and talking about another individual, and he uses a racist term, they're the ones going to look at it like, wow, that's going to tarnish his image. As opposed to the people that follow him religiously or follow Trump religiously, they're going to look at it like, it is what it is. He still got my vote.
Yeah.
But I want you to answer though, in the long range of stuff, for his entire career, for Hulk Hogan, the racist connotations that you brought up, does it tarnish his overall career or his overall image? If you had to answer that.
Honest answer?
Yeah.
I really don't know because, like we said, there's not that fine separation of Hogan and Terry, right? So what I was gonna say to end off the Hogan, because it went longer than kind of wanted it to go.
We didn't get the signal from the director.
It's all right.
TJ, unless you do this, we're gonna keep going.
Director's giving us the free will right now. Until
Play the music in the background softly.
Yeah, he's figuring out the stuff, and he'll cut it off when he's ready. But what I was gonna say was, you know what's his name? Shit, white boy. Michael Rappaport.
The white guy.
Yeah, I just seen a post of him. He's talking about Hulk. He's like, basically saying we're not gonna tarnish Hulk Hogan's name. I guess because of whatever, right? Okay, that's where it's like, all right, you're blurring it there. That's the blur because you're saying to look past it because of what he did. So then you should be giving R. Kelly a blind end because of what he did for music. We should look past him. We're not going to tarnish his name. I know they're saying in death. Okay, so not R. Kelly. Okay,
No, you can use it.
But R. Kelly's in dead. So, right? So we'll use who's passed. Okay, someone passed.
Michael Jackson.
Okay, no, because we will not tarnish his name. There's no need to. He was never found guilty
I did that
on anything.
I did that on purpose.
Tried that. Okay? Well, what I was saying, anyways, is basically, if you want to say Hogan, F Hogan, I can understand why. If you want to say no, I'm not going to diss Hogan.
You can understand.
I'm not gonna respect what he said after, but the time when he was in wrestling, at those times that I know of him before that, I will honor that, and I'm not honoring what everyone wants to do. I think in this case, is fine.
Gotcha.
I don't think there's really a right or wrong. Or anyways, if you want, you can hit that so it's not beeping so much.
All right, so let's go on to last but not least, Malcolm Jamal Warner. A lot of us, in our community or outside of our community, grew up watching The Cosby Show.
You know what?
And
shot for Theo before we talk about it.
Amen. And a lot of us, especially in our age, even though MJW was a little bit older than us, right? When we saw his character, we saw a lot of him in us, right? Now, obviously, the Cosbys grew up in an affluent neighborhood, right? But you can still see some similarities that they went through as a black family that you and I or other people went through as well, right? So for me, it more or less bothered me because to me, 54 or 55, it's still relatively, relatively young.
That's
You know what I mean? So seeing someone that you grew up watching,
He's
and
still
that's
active.
still, right, exactly, and that's still not really close to our age, but relatively close, to pass away, it touches me, right?
He'd be, for us,
Yeah.
he'd be big bro.
Oh yeah.
He'd be big bro for us. He has what? 54 he passed, so he has what? 12 years?
11
years on
10
us.
years,
So that's like big bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you kind of looked when you like watching him on Cosby Show. You looked at it like you can relate, even if you weren't his age, right? Like we were in elementary school, whatever. But you looked at him as like, yo, okay.
Yeah.
you could see yourself, or preparing you for what's coming for you because we're younger, right? So we're seeing, oh, that's what's gonna, oh, that's a, okay.
And if you watch the Cosby Show, his character was a person that was always trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Somehow, always trying to figure it
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So unlike,
You didn't have it all together.
yeah, I'll throw it in the books. Carlton. Let's use Carlton as an example from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right?
Yeah.
Carlton, went to school, got good grades.
He knew what he wanted to
Ivy
do.
League. He knew what he wanted to do, right? Theodore was always trying to figure something out for the betterment of himself as a man. And I kind of looked at it, well, that's kind of inspirational. Again, considering that he's kind of close to our age. So my wife actually texted me the story saying that he passed. I'm like, oh, that sucks, man. That's a hit. And it's even the matter that he died. Like, I hate swimming. Like, first of all, I can't swim. That's number one. But number two, one of my fears is actually water or oceans and stuff like that. So for me to find out that he died in that manner, that kind of is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because it sucks to drown, bro. Sucks to drown.
I don't want to think about that.
But what was your favorite Theo moment? Okay. It doesn't have to be on the Cosby. It could be.
It's
a
gonna
long
be
list
Cosby.
of-
It's gonna be Cosby. Listen, I want to check out the show he was doing. He was he plays a doctor. I want to check it out and see that. But we talk about Theo. That's what I know. That's what I know him as. And he did the Malcolm and Eddie. He had that a little bit. But yeah, Theo was, because you know what, his character. You know what, that character is kind of underrated in a sense of like, he's like, that's a really relatable character.
Facts. Yep.
Because of how he started out and where he ended.
Yeah.
It's like, that is an inspiration. That is a character you can show kids coming up in the hood or wherever, that, hey, he had his struggles.
Yep.
I think he was dyslexic, right? They found
That's
out
right.
he was dyslexic on
That's
the
right.
show and still figured it out. They didn't make it all easy, and he just, even though the parents had money, it wasn't just, oh, here's money to fix it. Getting the best doctor, fix his eyes, get his eyes fixed.
Yeah.
He's good, he can read again, or he's not dyslexic anymore. I'm not saying you can get rid of dyslexia. I don't know if you can or you can't. I'm just saying they didn't have that type of thing to just buy his way through the rest of his life or buy his way through hard times.
Yeah.
He actually had to work through those times. He had to study, go to school, all of those things, right? So I want to give that character, Theodore Huxtable as a character, his props, his flowers, and all of that up there. It sucks that it's happening now that we're doing it. It should have done before. I mean, we just started this podcast, so that's why we're giving it now.
Yeah.
But his character really needs to be looked at
Analyze. That's right.
as especially for black kids.
That's right.
Right? As a character to be promoted or even just studied or as an inspiration to others. Yeah. But on the show, he had a few moments. He had a few moments that I like that are funny. But obviously, what the top one would be Gordon Gartrell.
Play it out.
Gordon Gartrell. Denise! That's all you hear from the room. Because everyone knows, everyone who knows the episode.
You have to play it out.
Everyone who knows the episode knows the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, but for those who don't, right? So Theo wanted a shirt, and I think the shirt cost $90. And it's a big name, Gordon Gartrell, obviously TV-wise. I don't think that's a real name.
Yeah.
But so it's like a gold shirt or something with like blue collar and like a blue, like there's a pocket with like a blue trim or whatever.
I remember the outfit.
Right? So he bought
And
it.
he had it tucked in with his black
He
pants.
bought it.
Yep.
But I think after Cliff found out the price or whatever, made him
came
return
home.
it. He
Yep.
told him he had to return it, whatever. He told Denise that he had to return the shirt, blah, blah, and Denise is like, I could make you one. And he's like, yeah. He's excited that she can make it. He's like, yeah. So she starts to make it, and you can see how as she's making it, she's getting frustrated because she's like, I don't know, like, she's struggling with it.
doesn't
a
look
little
like
bit.
the original.
They didn't show it. You can just see she's kind of struggling, right? She's frustrated. Okay, so she makes it. I guess Theo gives the box. I can't remember if she tried to explain to him about it or whatever, but he took it, goes to the room, and she's sitting in her room with Vanessa. She's talking to Vanessa. I hope he likes her, something like that. And then all you hear from the other room is, Denise! And she's like, and he comes in, and he's like, this is one sleeve is all the way
Longer than
here. The other one is short. The collar it's F-top looking. And I think it was long. I think it was long too or whatever. Because like you said, he comes in. He's like, "What is this?" He's like, "This is the choreographed job. This is what I'm supposed to pass off." And then this shirt is so long. She's like, "Once you tuck it in, it's tucked into my socks." It's like
You know what's funny? Whenever they have shows or episodes like that, or even movies that have a popular car, say like Back in the Future. Remember that popular car? I know it's on for sale or it's gonna get put in an auction somewhere.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, like, when it's like a shirt like that, do you think that's somewhere like in the
Hollywood
Hall of Fame, hanging up somewhere?
The Denise version, the one that she made on the show, it's got to be somewhere. Especially now, it's got to be somewhere. I don't know if someone had it or held it or.
You should Google whatever happened to Theo's shirt, Gordon Gartrell's shirt on the Cosby Show. Yeah.
I was the same with that one, but in the end, long story short, watch the show, watch the episode if you can find it, YouTube it or something. He doesn't want to bring, now he's supposed to be going on a double date and they're coming to the house soon. So it's like, what am I going to do? I told my girl I'm going to have a Gordon Gartrell shirt. So I can't come out there with something else. So I think they came over. So they're in the living room now. And I think he was in the kitchen. He's trying to avoid them seeing him. And he busts through the kitchen door and they're there and he's all like, oh. And he's trying to cover up the shirt. But then the other dude that's supposed to be that's on the date.
Double date, yeah.
And if you're watching it, you'll know who he is because he ends up being Dwayne Wayne in Different World.
Okay.
So he's there and they see the shirt and they're like, oh, that shirt looks dope. They actually like the shirt. The weird looking version that Denise made, and they're like, oh, that's the latest thing. And apparently now it's like in style kind of thing. So he kind of goes upstairs and gives Denise a hug and says, yo, they love the shirt, come downstairs, I want them to meet you, I want to introduce you to them, blah, blah, blah. And then even I'll just call him Dwayne Wayne because I can't remember what his name was on the show. He's like, can you make me one like that kind of thing? And it's like, so that episode was great. And other ones they like is when they turned the whole place, they took out everything and made it like Theo has to rent out an apartment.
Okay.
So like he comes to the house and Cliff is not Cliff, he's the landlord or something like that, or he's the maintenance man or something like that. I think Rudy was the landlord. Vanessa was the secretary. Claire was, I think, like a maid or some type of, not a maid, but like something like that. Or Denise worked in, there's like a restaurant part. The kitchen, I think, is the restaurant. And she was the waiter, she's like the server. So he comes in there, he's there with Cockroach and they get food and stuff and she gives them a bill and all that stuff. I was like, what? He wants to go, he goes up to his room is layered out. There's nothing in the room. He has to rent the room. And so they're trying to teach him about being an adult. I can't remember if he was trying to act like an adult or something, but there's a teaching lesson. And that's the thing with Cosby. There's always a teaching lesson in every episode. But there was that one. There's a whole bunch to when they did a performance for it's not necessarily him. It was the whole family, but they did the performance for the grandparents and they did the song. That was more Rudy who took over that one, but Theo was there doing his thing.
There's lots of episodes where you can pull where he had his moments that you can pull that, this is a classic.
Even if he was only in the episode for a little bit, he had some lines and he had some moments that was like, yo.
The interesting thing that I found out also a couple days ago was actually, and you probably know this, but Bill Cosby's real son was actually dyslexic.
Yeah. The whole Cosby show is based on his family.
Yeah, so I actually didn't know
loosely, not in everything. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, Theo was actually based off of his real son and his learning issues. So I found that pretty cool. And
that's what kind of said to the wife that they too. I was like, his son passed away in real life, like way back.
Years
And
ago
now
from the
his
shooting.
character's son
Yeah,
passed
that
away
hurts.
too.
That hurts.
Right?
That hurts.
So,
For me, one episode that sticks out was when he called up his dad. He called up Bill to the room. He's like, "Dad, I want to talk to you." And he's having a heart to heart. It's supposed to be a serious, solemn moment with his dad, right? And he's having a heart to heart moment.
I want yes.
So he's like, "Dad, you know, you're a lawyer.
You're a doctor.
You're a
Mom's
doctor.
lawyer."
Mom's a lawyer." And I'm thinking, you know what? It's all this. Basically, he's saying there's a lot of so-called pressure on him to be of
Yeah.
that cloth, right?
I just
successful.
want you to love me for me.
Yeah, and he ends up by saying, "I just want you to love me for
I
me.
may not
Like
be
I
a
want to
doctor.
do my own thing."
I'm gonna be a lawyer, but
Yeah.
you know, I just want you to love me for me.
And there's a moment where he just stands, and back in the day they had the background people applause.
He says this thing, and he turns.
And he turns.
the wall.
So you're expecting Bill, the father, to be like, "You know, son, I agree with you. That's a good thing. Create your own path." Nope, that's not what he says. Bill stands up and says, Theo, what type of
Theo, that is the
most
dumbest thing I have ever heard. No wonder you get so many D's on your report card. You know what it is? You just don't want to try. You know what? You think because if you try, it's just gonna ooze out of your ear.
So so Theo wasn't.
That was a big speech, though. Theo gave that was a really good speech.
It's one of those things where it plays to the uniqueness of the show, where you think it's gonna go one way, but it actually goes another way, right? And even though Theo wasn't the joke teller in that, it was a serious but funny moment combined into like one quick skit. You know what I mean? So that one stuck out for me.
You thought you were getting a Full House moment before
Exactly.
Full House came in, but you know what you should have known? You weren't getting no moment when there was no background music when he was speaking. You knew it was gonna go, and that's the thing.
That one was funny for me.
You know who related to that? All the black people related to that
trust me.
moment. You know what I mean? Because you thought you said something nice.
Could you?
You weren't coming disrespectful. Theo wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
He was trying to say, I feel like you guys wouldn't love me if I didn't become what you guys are. I just want but I hope you do love me for whatever I end up being, kind of thing. That's what he was trying to get across.
And it's a good lesson.
Cliff just stepped on it.
And it's a good lesson in a comical way of nepotism, right? Because you would think that the son or daughter of two very successful individuals would want to walk in the same footpath, right, and become a doctor or a lawyer. But in this case, he actually didn't want to. I mean, I hate to bring up old story, but we can go back to the whole LeBron James and Bronny thing.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be a funny moment or a fly on the wall if Bronny came to LeBron and said, "You know what, Dad, you're a successful basketball player, but I really don't want to do this." And LeBron said, "What the are you talking about? What? You better put on those sneakers and play for the Lakers." Right? And, I mean, you could actually look at it and be like, that's probably the conversation that happened, seeing how he's playing and seeing how he was nervous in his first couple of years. It
could have happened.
It could have happened. He probably didn't want to do it. And I think the mom, I don't know what her mom's name, LeBron James' wife.
Savannah?
Sorry, Savannah. My apologies. Sorry, Savannah. She wasn't as, I don't think she was as pushy for him to become a basketball player as LeBron did. But,
Probably not.
But yeah, sticking back to Cosby, man. Rest in peace. Malcolm Jamal Warner. We're gonna miss you.
Theo Huxtable.
Yeah, but it's
I know you had other characters that you played
right.
and other thing, but
that's right.
you
And to
will
the family as
you'll
well.
forever be Theo Huxtable to us.
Yeah, and obviously to his family and his friends, passing on prayers
And everyone else who passed away this year so far.
Absolutely.
Shout out to
100%.
them. I remember TJ, you posted up the picture of a few people that went. The wife didn't even know about. She's like the second one in there. She's like, "Who's this?" I'm like,
yeah,
"Guy from
TJ,
City
sorry.
High."
I know. Off cam. It was a lady that you posted.
It was Chuck Mangione. Money.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you
an
please tell the
artist.
people who that was? Because I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I didn't really
I didn't
know.
know who that was. Who was Chuck?
He's a famous musician.
Okay.
He also was a part of King of the Hill.
I read that part. I read that
car-
part.
the-
Cartoon King of the Hill, yeah. He was a voice. I think he was one of the voices.
Oh, word?
He had 2 episodes dedicated to him with his voice and all that stuff.
Okay. Well, rest in peace, brother. And like you said, for all the people that passed away this week, or this year, sorry, it's been a hard one. And I know that each year Hollywood goes through, and it feels like in Hollywood, it's probably because we always hear about them and they're always in the social realm.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. It seems like there's a stretch or like a week or a month where people just die one after the other.
Yeah,
In
I've
Hollywood-
noticed that,
In
yeah.
Hollywood specifically.
Yeah,
You
and then
know?
you just don't hear much,
Yeah.
too much of. You might hear one here, and then maybe one here, and then all of a sudden, 1, 2,
Two,
3, 4.
three, yeah,
It's
it's
usually
messed
like
up.
I don't want. I know they're all big names, but it usually starts off with someone that's like you don't know, or
Mm-hmm.
like you're shocked that they passed, and then you hear another one, and then you hear another one. It's like, what the heck is going on? But I mean, yeah, his was just because he was 54. It's like, damn.
Yeah, that sucks.
And then,
That sucks.
then when I found out why, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It sucks, but that's what I said. I'm not a water guy either, bro. I do want to take a cruise, but it's not a significant thing. I don't have to go on another one. It's just great.
Me, I just try to stay away from big oceans. Like,
Nah.
call me a bitch if you want. If Karen ain't by my side,
hear you.
if Karen ain't by my side ready to save me, I ain't going. Life jacket and everything. Karen, I'm Johnny. You better save me.
This guy.
Hold me
Okay.
up.
All right.
PO you too. Pleo you too.
Wow. Okay.
All right, let's lighten up the mood.
That's what I was saying. Let's bring it back up.
Why don't you do sports? What you got?
Yeah, we'll go sports. Just to bring it up. All right. Which one of these? All right, we'll save hometown for a little bit for the last part. All right, let's see if we can whip through these. All right, you got to tell me this one. McGrady saying he would have one chip with Shaq. He said that. I think I heard.
All right. You want to elaborate?
Yo, you know who was a McGrady fan, eh? You know who would fight you on that right now. Okay.
You want to start? Or you want me to go? You want to go?
Okay,
go
is he
first?
saying?
So,
Which Shaq is this? 'Cause
Okay, so the context was the Kobe conversation got brought up.
I think I've seen a bit of
Right?
this. Yeah, I think I've seen
And
this one.
his answer or his point was, damn, like, give me a caliber player like Shaq, and I'm winning a few chips on my own. Like I'm winning a few chips with him.
Yeah.
And he got a big uproar on that.
Yeah,
Number
I know
one is
people say,
it's hard.
"You had Yao Ming."
Yeah, it's hard to really listen. If you're a live player and you're comparing someone
Yeah.
that's passed away, especially Kobe, you're gonna get some type of backlash. Like just expect it, right? But
I'll go to you on that, but go ahead, keep going.
But and you can argue with me on this.
Oh, it's not an argument. It's just I can see why. The reason why I think McGrady can say stuff regarding with Kobe. Remember, because Kobe said he's the toughest guy he's ever guarded
That's
in
true.
the league.
I remember him saying
right?
that. That's
So
right.
I can understand McGrady saying things like I don't think he's trying to punk Kobe.
No.
But go ahead, see what you're saying. Keep saying what you're saying.
No, I'm sorry. That's a good point.
That's all I
wasn't-
was trying to
I
say.
should have brought that up too. He wasn't trying to discredit Kobe's
Yeah.
players. That's number one. He was just saying, if you give me a like player like Shaq,
Shaq or
Right?
someone, yeah.
then he could have won multiple championships. But his stake in his career is that, yo, you had Yao Ming. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
Yao Ming wasn't a brush off.
No,
You know what I
he wasn't. But I can see why he's using Shaq over Yao, because Yao had those how he had injuries just like him too, right? Yao wasn't in long enough to establish where you can say yes, you can win a title with Yao. Yao wasn't in the league long enough to. I can see why he's saying with Shaq because. And again, with the time, I think he could have won one with Shaq. But when are you speaking? Like, are we going to do the scenario of McGrady's prime, Shaq's prime? Then yes, he's going to win.
Oh yeah, of course he's going about Shaq's prime.
You telling me he couldn't have done that because he didn't do one with Yao? Okay, like there's people who didn't win titles at times, but they won it with someone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, LeBron didn't win one when Shaq was in Cleveland, but he still ended up winning one somewhere else. So it doesn't mean McGrady couldn't have won one with Shaq. Now
Shaq was on the dying end though.
I know.
When he was on
I know
Cleveland.
people are going to say that. That's what I'm saying, okay? But within context of stuff, right? That's why you need that. So if McGrady's saying, was he saying what is Houston date? If he had like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know when he's speaking. If he's just speaking in my when
Houston,
I was a top
Orlando,
game.
yeah.
Okay, if he was in his Orlando days, if he had Shaq, sure, yes.
Nah, what he was saying was,
What?
You swap me for Kobe, I'm winning more chips than Kobe.
You say he's winning more than Kobe?
More chips than Kobe. That's why Matt Barnes is like, nah, why you guys picking Kobe when he's not here now?
Okay, I don't know if.
Okay,
I don't think
so
he's trying to diss.
I still
if
don't
someone
think, I
asked him
still-
that
I still don't
question,
think-
that's
I still
different.
don't think he's trying to diss Kobe.
If someone asked him that question, that's a different story.
That's my
'cause I'm
personal
answering.
opinion. I don't think he's dissing Kobe.
No, I don't. You see,
I don't think he's dissing Kobe.
I don't think he's He's not calling him out his name. He's not knocking him down. He's
Yeah.
just. I think he's just saying. And again, that's what I'm basing off of him saying. If Kobe's telling you, I'm the toughest guard he's had, like he had to work to guard me. I don't blame him for thinking he could have got more with Shaq than him. I don't think he's correct. I'm saying he would have won some, maybe the same amount.
There's an asterisk there, though. There's an asterisk that nobody's mentioning. Shaq left LA, right? And went somewhere else and left Kobe there, right? So how could T-Mac say that? Because you can say the same argument. Well, if Shaq never left LA and we stayed, we would have won even more.
Yeah, you would have won
multiple
multiple
championships.
Okay, if you're saying that,
You gotta add that.
Then yeah, it kind of hurt. Yeah, it kind of thinks
Hurts
his
T-Mac.
argument because Shaq left. It's not like they stayed
That's
for
right.
10 years and only won 3.
That's right.
So yes, it kind of, yeah, McGrady's comment there kind of doesn't work.
Exactly.
Because
He
that
left.
part,
Yeah.
he left. When they were together, how long were they together for? 5?
5
Six-
years, but
5
they
years.
won 3
5
in a
year
row.
and won 3. So, if McGrady's saying he would have got 5, he would have got 4, because you got to use the years they were together.
Right.
With his argument, with his statement, you got to use the 5. If they were together for 5 years, you got to use that. So the first 2 years, the first year was them learning each
Washing.
other.
Yep.
I don't even think was Kobe yet?
Kobe became Kobe, I think, when Eddie Jones took a backseat, right? So I think.
So when Shaq got there, Eddie Jones was still.
Yeah. So remember
Okay.
the first year he was kind of like riding bench.
Okay.
Right. I think the second and the third year, that's when you really got.
Because Shaq got there when Kobe was what, in his second year, third year with the
I
Lakers?
think he got there in his second year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second
So
year.
we'll do, okay, so say you do 5, even, 6, even if you want to go 6, I don't even know if they did 6 years together. But if you want to go 6, 5 years, if he's saying he would have gotten 4 within 6 years, 4 within 5,
I don't think
5,
I don't see it. I honestly.
the only small percentage I'll give him that could have happened is because, well, he was in the league before Kobe, right? Because he came out of high school.
T-Mac?
Yeah, I think he came in the year
No,
before Kobe.
no,
Kobe
no,
was
no, no, no,
96.
no.
I think
I-
T-Mac was
I-
already with us. Didn't we draft him 9?
No, I think Kobe was here. I think
Was it
Kobe
the same
got drafted
years?
first, bro.
Hold on. To the Googles.
I think Kobe got. Oh no, you're freaking probably. No, yeah, no, Kobe was drafted first before T-Mac.
97. Okay,
Kobe?
so maybe T-Mac was 97, so
And
Kobe,
Kobe
was
was?
96, I think. So, okay,
Yeah.
Kobe came in a year. They both came out of high school,
Yeah.
so okay. Then
We'll squash the first
no,
few years,
No,
though.
no, I can't give him that.
Yeah.
I would have gave him that if he came in maybe in 95.
No.
And by 90, no, the only reason I say this is because
No.
we,
Go
in
finish your point,
Toronto,
finish your point.
in Toronto, he was kind of held back. His talent was there. He was just held back. We didn't play. It's almost kind of like Kobe, but he was held.
No, I don't.
I see what you're saying. No, I
T-Mac-
was
I
just
think
thinking.
T-Mac
Maybe I was just thinking at that point,
Yeah.
if he had him at that point and he was already in the league, maybe 2, 3 years ahead of Kobe, I can see him saying that if he got Shaq at that point and they went, I can see that. But he came in after him, and within that gap, no, I don't think he would have gotten that many titles. And with those criterias, no. A criteria of me in my prime and him in his prime or whatever, yes, I think they could. And maybe they could have gotten more, or they would have gotten the same. I'll say they could get the same amount. I'll say they could basically get the same amount. Maybe one might have gotten one more than the other, but I think they could have got the same amount. But within the same time frame, if you switch them and said, we got Kobe or whatever, and McGrady was drafted by the Lakers, and the same setting, I don't know if he would have got more. I don't know if he would have got more because of the same settings, right? He would have been behind Eddie Jones. At that point when he came in, Kobe would say he's in his second year, McGrady's in his first year. Is he as good as Kobe's second year for McGrady's first year? We don't know that because I don't remember T-Mac's first year here, like how good he was or how decent he was or whatever. But based off that, I don't think he would have been able to do that.
I mean,
I'm not giving it to him based on that criteria, the exact same time frame.
Yep.
But he got drafted in 96.
Yep.
And Kobe gets drafted in 97. He's with us and he ends up with the Lakers.
I mean,
if anything, I'll give him the same amount. If his progression is the same almost as Kobe's, I can give him maybe the same amount, maybe one less. I don't think I can give him more or like every year they would have won a title. Not on that criteria.
I can't give it to him at all. I'm not even being biased here. Like for me, I'm looking at it as the player. Let's take Shaq out of the mix for a second, right? Longevity wise, Kobe had forget the championships, right? Yeah. Who was more of an Iron Man who could sustain a high level of pouring out points every season? I'll give that to Kobe. Tracy had those back problems.
I get what you're saying.
So if you induct Shaq into Tracy's career when he's in Toronto, do you see him win a championship in Toronto? I say no. Even with a prime Shaq. Because T-Mac wasn't T-Mac, in my opinion, until he hit Orlando. That's my opinion. Right?
No, he was T-Mac here. We held him back.
You really think that T-Mac was T-Mac in his later years?
When he was with Vince? That year before he left with Vince, we held him back. Toronto, that organization held McGrady back, bro. So they held him back because they were too stubborn in their head to look at them and be like, oh, let's talk to these. I've said this before. Talk to your players. Carter did not want to be number one. McGrady did. But in their head, it was, we have to make Carter number one.
So if you put...
They put McGrady behind Carter, which they shouldn't have done. I know it's 2020 hindsight now, but even then, if you're looking at it, right? Yes, using 2020. If you look at it, what they should have done was speak to it because you can see it. Behind the scenes, they should have known Carter didn't want to be the man or just the only man or whatever it is. McGrady was ready to take that on.
Okay, so
for some reason they didn't want to give that to McGrady for, I don't know why. You drafted him. You drafted Carter too, but he's been with you. He's coming up with you. You got him from high school. This is his cousin. You should have been promoting them together.
So if you take over,
especially when they found out they were cousins, that should have been your thing. The dynamic duo cousin. This is it here. You got two guys that want to be your superstars. F the one star. That's what hurt. Everyone had a one star. Everyone wanted, and everyone wanted their Jordan. You should have been having a Jordan Pippen. They didn't run McGrady as a Pippen.
So you think if let's just say hypothetically, if you took out Vince and you put in Shaq, in Tracy's last year or last couple years, are the Raptors winning a championship?
The reason you say no is because of the spare parts. You have to conclude the spare parts. That's what helped Kobe too.
Okay.
Kobe
So-
had time to develop.
Remember, I said
I'm not taking Kobe's that warrior mentality. That would always be there.
Yeah.
He would always work hard. But you gotta look at the team's position at the time. I'm not saying the Lakers were the big time, but between them and Toronto, Toronto is down here. McGrady's not getting he doesn't have an Eddie Jones in front of him to look up to or to see or to literally push you because you see this guy's better than you. You need to be better than him.
So what do you see?
Who's McGrady behind here? Probably an old guy. The only reason McGrady was riding the bench is because he was young.
So where do you see Tracy winning his championships? Then, if you don't mind me asking, do you see him winning any in Toronto? You said no. You say yes or no?
At that time, no one was winning in Toronto at that time.
So then he gets traded to Orlando. Do you see him and Shaq winning a couple there?
With the Shaq that was that went to the Lakers, if he stayed on Orlando,
yes.
And okay, Penny's gone or whatever, and now
Yes.
McGrady comes, yes.
Okay, so how many? Remember, we're trying to catch up to 5. So I want to see your logic here. So we're trying to catch up to 5.
Okay,
he doesn't
goes
win
there?
anything in Toronto.
Okay.
He goes to Orlando. How much
Okay.
does he win with Shaq in Orlando?
You got to give a time frame though, because
Same
if
time
you-
frame. I'm going with
Okay,
the,
wait,
I said
okay.
I'm going with the player. So same time frame
Yeah.
that he was in. So same time frame that he was in Toronto. Same time frame
How-
that he
how
was in
much-
Orlando. Same time frame that he was in Houston. Same time frame that he's in Orlando. Prime Shaq. How much championships do they win?
So now he gets there. Now he has
5,
5
6
years, 5, 6 years.
Because you already said he's not winning 5.
Okay, so he goes the first year.
Nothing in Toronto.
No. I'm not talking about first year here. I know that he had his year with Carter.
Yeah.
They lose that playoff,
Yep.
and now he goes to Orlando.
That's right.
Shaq,
Shaq
is
comes in,
there.
yeah.
It's the same
Same thing.
Same Shaq
Yeah.
as he is in LA.
That's
it's
right.
just that he's in Orlando.
Yeah.
Because McGrady did go off that first year.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you see him winning multiple?
Now, okay.
This is where the gotta stick on your sword.
No. This is where the tricky part comes in because we were talking him going to LA. Remember, that's the West Coast. That's a different conference.
Yeah.
You're in the East Conference now, right? So it's a different setting, getting to playoffs and who you're playing.
Okay.
So
So that's gonna go into my next argument.
I know that. So that does factor in. If he's coming out of the East, that time, shit.
All right, squash it.
Jordan was still there, right? Yeah, 97,
when he was
90.
in- when he was
That
in
was the last
Orlando?
couple years.
When T-Mac was in Orlando?
When he went to Orlando. Oh no, that's 2000s, right? Yeah. That was after because we were. Oh yeah. No, because you see, that's with their draft year. Sorry, that was his draft year. Okay. So he goes there. Because he's coming out the East. The East was okay. I'm gonna have to switch up my argument. If he goes into the West, I'm sticking with. I don't know if he's getting 5.
No. We need to do this.
But
we need to do this in
factors.
No, hold on. We need to do this in order. All right? I'm getting to the West. Just give me a second.
Okay. I thought
You see
I thought he was
where I'm
trying to
going, right?
dismantle that whole part. I thought he was trying to do. Okay,
I'm
you want to go in order.
Yeah,
Okay.
So T-Mac's career, sticking the way that it is. He was in Toronto. Shaq comes. We've agreed that he doesn't win anything. We've come to that establishment, right?
If he comes to Toronto,
If Shaq comes to Toronto and T-Mac is in his second last year or last year.
maybe they. Oh, okay. You keep
Don't even
switching
say
it
it, bro.
up, bro.
No, I'm not switching
You
it.
are.
TJ, am I switching it?
Hold on. Listen to what you do. Because you're like, he jumped. Now, this is his last year's in Toronto. Now he's like,
No.
You just said he comes to Toronto.
I'm going to make it clear one last time, all right?
Who's coming to Toronto?
Shaq.
Okay.
So T-Mac's already...
So T-Mac's not leaving Toronto.
Hear me out for a second.
Okay.
We are keeping T-Mac's career the same. Nothing's changing. Hear me out, okay? So he's in Toronto, he's in Orlando, he's in Houston. Leave that alone. While he's in Toronto, if Shaq, by some miraculous trade, comes to Toronto and plays with Tracy in his second to last year or his last year in Toronto, are they winning a championship? I say no, you say.
Maybe the
Wow,
last year.
really?
Maybe.
Cool.
Maybe. I'm not giving it. I'm not.
For the sake of the argument, I'll give you
Most likely not. I'll give them more of a chance that second year together than the first year.
Cool. I'll give you that one.
Because that's his last year in Toronto with Carter. They were in the playoffs. They lost to the Knicks. Was that the first round they went out?
I don't remember.
Because when they went to Philly, that McGrady was still with us?
I honestly don't remember. I don't remember.
No,
I don't know.
I can't remember. See, that's what's going to factor.
Yeah.
Because
I think he was.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
no, he wasn't. He wasn't.
he was already gone. He was
I think so.
already Orlando. Okay, so that year we lost to the Knicks with him,
Could be wrong.
with Shaq in the mix there.
He's probably
I'll
dominated
lean more
the
to the no, but I'd give it more of a chance that year. But
Tell you what.
we'll say
Tell
no.
you what. I'll give
okay,
you, I'll
so
give
he
you a
leaves
blind.
and now he goes to
Tell you
Orlando.
what, I'll give you a blind.
No, he leaves
and
and
I'll
goes to
give, no,
Orlando.
I'll give you that one. Remember, our whole goal is for him to catch Kobe. So I'll give you that blind. He now goes to.
But is he's saying in LA? This is not his whole career. I think he's saying in LA, or is he just saying give me Shaq any time in his career? Is he saying put me in LA, in Kobe's spot? I'm winning more as many. That if that's the argument, then all of that stuff don't matter. If you're talking in his whole career, and he gets Shaq in Orlando, I think in his whole career, I think he could possibly maybe get 5 in his whole career.
So essentially, you're saying
With him having someone like that along the way his whole time, I think he could get that.
So at the.
I think
if
he
you're
could.
taking it-
I'm not saying for sure. I'm not going to be like, yes, he's getting it for sure, like he is. But
So are you saying that him and Kobe are like players? Or is he a step above? Because you're essentially saying he's a step above and he's going to get more chips with Shaq.
I'm not saying he's going to get more. I think he can get with Shaq the same amount of years Kobe has with Shaq. The LA years, if we're just talking LA years, just the LA years, and
Sure.
you put Kobe, you put T-Mac in there instead of Kobe.
Come on, bro. That means you're putting them at the same level. To me,
No,
there's
you're
there's
going.
different
You
tiers.
got
I'm
the
not
Kobe
even being
bias.
biased,
Yes,
bro.
you are. Yes,
Nah,
you are.
nah,
Yes, you
nah,
are.
man.
Because your
not even
answer's
being
so
biased.
fast. No. When your own boy said this is the hardest player for me to play against. This is what you have to factor that in. You have to factor it in. If Kobe said, none of these guys are that hard, or there's no one I really think, maybe McGrady, but no. They asked him who's the toughest guy you play, blah, blah, blah. He said McGrady because of this, because of that.
Cool.
Because,
That's
okay.
a good point. But if you would have asked Kobe when he was alive,
And he plays.
Hold on a second.
You're basically telling me, you're telling me to don't worry what Kobe said, the man who played him, listen to what I'm saying because I'm a fan.
So Kobe said he's the hardest person to defend or play against, right?
That's who he
If
played
the
against.
same interviewer is asking, and you know Kobe's answer to this,
Okay.
if the same person is asking Kobe, T-Mac is sitting right there. TJ's the interviewer, I'm Kobe. TJ's asking me, Kobe, are you a better player than T-Mac? What is Kobe going to say?
You're not supposed to say that.
Okay.
No real baller is going to say the other person.
Kobe would say, of course.
You'll say, but not in that aspect. Kobe's not just gonna be like, T-Mac's better than me. He's gonna say it in a way that's nice, but not like he's not just gonna come up.
No, nowadays players will say it right
The
in
only
their face.
even when they asked him about Jordan, he couldn't come out and say Jordan will be Jordan. He would
No, that's
say
a different era. Nowadays, what's this? Gil's Arena.
But
Gil's
in his
Arena?
era, no one's really those guys. If I'm a top tier, and you're gonna talk to me about another top tier guy, and you're gonna say, "Oh, we're sitting here," and they're like, "Can he beat you?" I'm gonna tell you, "No, he can't beat me."
Right.
I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm going to tell you, no, he's not better than me. He's not a better. He can win. He can get wins on me, but he's not a better player than me. You can beat me 99 out of 100 times. I'm still going to sit here and say you're not a better player than me.
Right. So when the discussion was brought up with playing against T-Mac. It's an honest answer. He was hard to play against. It was hard to defend.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that he's
And he
better than me.
complimented him as a scorer. T-Mac was a scorer too.
But it doesn't mean that he's better than me. Now, if you're saying, if your argument is saying that he would win just as much championships with Shaq,
The same
as Kobe
team, same
did,
players, everything.
You're essentially saying they're of the same level. In my opinion, a lot of people would argue with you and say, nah, B, they're different animals. T-Mac and Tracy are two different animals.
They are different animals.
I
but
can't
that
see him
doesn't-
winning 5. I can't see him winning 5. The back issues. Remember, Kobe played through freaking injuries, bro. T-Mac had
Okay, but again, T-Mac had so much more on him. He had Shaq to take some weight. In Orlando, who did he have to take weight off of McGrady's back? Regardless, he took the pressure on himself.
Jameer Nelson was nice. I mean,
Bro,
don't wash him up. I'm just saying,
Jameer Nelson and Shaq. Who's taking more pressure off of you
He wasn't
in a game?
He wasn't a scrub. He had who else?
Stop it! Your Kobe Bias is coming in. Next topic.
I guarantee you, the next time
it.
the next time it says
Stop
gonna
it.
walk off the screen.
Stop it. Go ahead. Let me hear. Go ahead. Let me hear the nonsense.
Didn't they have the Turkish Jordan? Hidal Turkoglu. Right?
The Raptors had Tony, not Tony, what's his name? Anthony Parker. He was considered the Jordan of European League.
T-Mac had players.
That don't mean nothing.
T-Mac had players. He wasn't on a horrible
Not
team.
a Laker team player, dog. He didn't come up behind Eddie Jones. He didn't have all these guys to put that pressure on you to be the best player, or be a better player than you are when you came in the league. If you come into a team and you are probably one of the best players on the team, but the only reason you're not playing is because you're young and these guys are veterans. And another guy goes to a team that, yeah, he's good, but the guys ahead of you are better than you at this moment. You're going to be a better player because you got to push, you got to find things different in your game to be better at, to get past this guy. I'm on a team where I'm only on this bench because I'm young.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting out my years. I still have my game. I'm still working at my game. But if I'm beating these guys in practice, where's my push to be a better player? Now I end up on a team where now, okay, this guy is threatening my spot or can take my spot right away. Now I may have to change my game and be a better player. I'm not taking Kobe's warriorness away. I'm just saying the circumstances and the environments he was in fed more for that warrior in him to become stronger than what McGrady had. Maybe McGrady doesn't have that in him at all.
Well,
but we don't know that because he was never in that setting. He was always, and even in Toronto, the team was getting better. He was getting better. He was still one of our best players on the team. Again, he was young. That's why he was riding the bench and all of that. Yeah. And the last year with Vince, when he started coming into his game, like I've said, I remember there was games where T-Mac probably went off, maybe even scored more than Vince. But because Vince had a highlight dunk, Vince is the face. This is the guy you talk about. Vince has scored, and McGrady, and it's like, come on, dude, I am that man. I am the man. Let me get that chance. And they didn't want to give him the chance. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to leave and go somewhere else. And he left, went to Orlando. In Orlando, who did he really have to really? I know you want to see, but no. You need to really take that weight off of him certain nights or whatever. Kobe ended up having Shaq to do that.
And Gasol later.
No, I know, but I'm talking about that time, right? When they were together, right? He had other players that on the team that can help at times score. I'm not saying Orlando didn't. They had guys, but comparing the two teams, Lakers and Orlando were like this. Take Shaq away. No, take Kobe away, take T-Mac away, and you play these two teams. Lakers are destroying Orlando. Who did Orlando have? Jameer Nelson ain't doing shit to Shaq. Shaq is just crushing everyone in that middle. Yeah. And Ben Wallace wasn't established of who he was yet, and he had to leave I think he had Ben Wallace.
Oh,
but Ben Wallace was
Ben
gone.
Wallace,
Ben Wallace was in Ben Wallace until
Ben Wallace
Detroit,
went
really.
Detroit and went to Orlando. Those are two different Ben Wallaces.
Exactly. So you can't even say, because I know people want to say that we had Ben Wallace. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Not the Ben Wallace we knew eventually, right?
I mean,
but anyways,
I see.
I give you. As I was saying, just to wrap, in that exact circumstance,
Yeah.
put him in that position with the exact. If he had the back problems and all that, I can't give it to him. He may got the titles, doesn't mean he was the man for those titles because of the back.
Right.
I'll give you that. But if you give him, like, from when he left here and he say he goes to Orlando and has a Shaq at that moment,
I'll give him a couple.
in his career,
I'll give him a few.
I think from that point, and Shaq is Shaq, I think he could challenge for the same amount as Kobe. If Kobe got, I know Kobe got some of them without Shaq. That's the part where, okay.
It gets a little bit shady.
Yeah, right? I'll give him the same amount that Kobe got with Shaq. I can see T-Mac getting the same amount with Shaq within
That's
those
fair.
years.
That's fair.
Overall, not being with a Shaq and being kind of having to be the man and get another and have a Gasol.
Yeah.
If he maybe if he had a Gasol.
Does T-Mac have the mentality to play under the lights in LA with an older Shaq and win a couple more championships?
Does
Does he have the mentality?
without those
Without
guys
the
maybe
distractions and all that stuff.
without those guys pushing him and it's just his own,
Yeah.
maybe not, because Kobe had that. Kobe would have pushed himself regardless. Even if those guys didn't, Kobe would have pushed himself.
Okay.
So I can give you that. That's why I said the warrior in Kobe is there.
Different.
I'm just saying, if Kobe came here and was here, maybe we get a title early because of that warrior mentality. Right? He may have pushed these other guys. Even though he's the man, he wants those guys to. He doesn't want to lose.
Yeah.
He wants to win. He wanted to win. So I can give him that. I don't think McGrady had that at that young age. He just had the talent and he knew he was good. And it's like, give me the time, give me my shine. Let me show you what I can do.
Yeah.
Kobe was, I'm going to show you what I don't want to lose.
Period.
Y'all ain't going to embarrass me in losing.
But we'll give T-Mac his flowers, and I think he kind of misspoke, but we understand in the big picture where he's coming from, right? We understand he has to have that mentality, and he could have been, but we'll give him his flowers regardless. Next ball question. What do you think of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Anthony Edwards about to become the first players to make pretty much $1 million per game? That's what the new contracts are out for. Do you think it's way too much?
This is a quick topic for me.
Too much or too
I'll
little?
give you my answer. And y'all can say, oh, that's because you're an old head or whatever, you're an older head. You're a hater and you're just hating and all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they deserve it? Shea deserves it? $1 million game?
With all the food, with all the way contracts going now, Shea, he has a title. They won, right? He got a title, right?
Even so, you really think?
He got a title. The way contracts are now,
Forget the contract. The way that, do you think, as a fan, do you think that these players deserve $1 million per game?
again,
Yeah.
you're bunching in the losers with a winner right now. And that's what it pertains to.
Yeah.
He got a title.
So you think he's worth $1 million per game? $1 million per game.
The per game, everyone else, no. If you haven't, no, because you haven't won. None of these guys really have won anything. Some of these guys brought one title. So for these last few years, has been one kind of thing. Like after Golden State, it's been a bunch of
Denver,
ones,
Boston,
right?
Yeah.
Let's just say, since Toronto.
Yeah.
It's
You're
been
100% right. There's been no back-to-back.
Yeah,
you're right.
Golden State got one more, but that's just one after
That's
that,
right.
right? So, okay, it's been a bunch of ones.
Yeah.
So, for every game, no.
Okay.
Maybe if he got $1 million, the contract worked to like maybe half of the games he earned $1 million. Sure, because he won a title. He did bring a title to the team, and that's the ultimate goal.
That's right.
Like, you should be getting ultimate money if you brought an ultimate goal for that year. So maybe this year, yeah. If they want to give him the mill because, and it's not going to hurt your team, which I think it shouldn't hurt your team, right? If you're really about winning, work something with the team where, if I take a hit in this contract, you better get players around me for us to win, and then give me my money later or something. Sure. Yeah. But these guys getting $1 million on a game, and you haven't won me a title? No. A few games here and there, if you're consistently bringing me to the playoffs. Yeah. Sure, you can get games here, a million, maybe a quarter of the games that you can make $1 million, or maybe playoff games you can make, if you make the playoffs, you can get those games, you can get $1 million per game. But like I said, it's too easy now to get money. You have one, like some guys have one good season at maybe that, or decent season, and it's like, oh, they need to get paid. They're gonna get paid. Why? Because you had one good year that maybe lucked out. What happened to the 4 years before that you weren't great? Why am I paying you based off of this 1 year that you were good? Let's factor in the other 4 years.
To me, there has to be some stipulation. I don't know how. Listen, I don't know how to negotiate contracts. I don't write contracts.
I don't either.
That's not my lane. But for me, there has to be something in there where, bro, you need to play every single game. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know how they get. I think they get paid bi-weekly too, right? And from what I understand, right? But obviously their checks are enormous, right? But there has to be a stipulation there where, by the end of the season, if you haven't played every single game, for the following season, there should be some type of way to cut back on some type of salary.
I get that.
Cuts. You know what I mean? Because if I'm giving you $1 million a game right off the bat, and the season hasn't started yet, and then halfway through the season, my toe hurts. I'm cramping up on my calf. I'm having back spasms.
If it's legit,
bro, you better get your ass on the court.
Listen, if it's legitimate, and I got 2 or 3 doctors saying, he needs to take this rest.
Nope.
No. Now you're being stupid. Now you're just mashing
up.
I'm
being mean.
No. It's not that. You're mashing up your own money. You still got to think. If he's your star, you still want him to come back out there and play. But this is what I'm saying though. It's legitimate, okay? And you hurt playing in the game is when you got hurt. Not you were off partying, that's a different story. That's different. If you got hurt because you're at a party, no, you're not getting your. You got hurt in the game, and it's legit. Like,
okay, what about
every doctor is saying yes, he needs this rest. Cool, you get it, and you come back and you get me deep into the playoffs because your time off it hurt us a little bit. Okay, whatever. You come back and you playing hard. Every game that you play hard, you get me into the playoffs. Sure, you can keep your contract, kind of thing. I don't mind because you put in the work, or even if you play all the games and say we didn't make it, right? Because of, say, okay, organization fault, we didn't put the right players around you. Other guys were getting injured, right? So you were carrying a lot of the weight every night. So yes, you can't win every game for me, but you played every game like you said, right? And you're my star, whatever. I don't know, $1 million contract, but I can give you big money.
You give a max.
I can give you a max because, yes, you played every game. You didn't win it, but I understand. You were there every game for me. Other factors were in. You did what you put up your numbers. Cool.
So I'm pretty sure
if you don't play every game, if you don't play every game, but you still bring me my title, you can get away with. That's the only how you can get away with not playing every game.
Because I'm pretty sure he was an Iron Man this previous season. SGA, right?
Yeah.
And so he wasn't an Iron Man for this previous season.
But was he?
They won a championship.
Was he kind of an Iron Man other years?
I don't even think so.
Is he breaking down this year because? Okay, but anyways, go ahead.
So, but it goes to your argument. But they still won a championship. So therefore, he's rewarded for the following year of garnering that $1 million per game.
Well, I'm rewarding you this year, but I'm giving it for you money next year, obviously.
So let me ask you something. Then. Kawhi Leonard, right? Just let me bring it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
He wins a chip with Toronto.
Yeah.
He didn't play every game that season.
Yeah.
He clearly had games where there was time management moments.
Yeah.
They win a chip. to keep him or to retain him the next year.
Yeah.
Is he the type of player that you would give $1 million a game to? Knowing his history in San Antonio, knowing his time management in Toronto, but they win a chip. The following year, to retain him, knowing that he's not going to play every single game, knowing that he's going to bick and bark, or his people are going to bick and bark that, hey, he needs a week off here, he needs 2 weeks off here.
But when he plays, he's playing. But when he plays, he
exactly
plays.
what you said. Exactly what you
he
said.
plays.
But exactly what you said. Would you still reward him $1 million a game contract to play the next year, knowing he's not going to play every single game, but knowing that it's quite possibility that we can't repeat?
See, the reason I could do it is part of it is me paying you, depending on what your contract was. If you came in on this, okay, on whatever contract, it's not crazy. Like I can deal with it, but obviously the next year you want it higher.
Yeah.
Right? And you bring me a title in this year.
And he wants,
right?
in order for him to sign, he wants $1 million a game.
I can give that to you just because I can look at part of that as, okay, I'm giving you some of that for this year and the hopes, and half of this is for the games you're playing this year. That half is for the games you played last year. Yes, you're getting it all once now, but couldn't pay you that last year. I'm not going to pay you that last year. Just give you $1 million in the season and not know what you're going to do for me. But you showed me that you can do it. I'm taking partial a chance that you'll do it again.
Yeah.
But part of it is me paying you for saying thank you.
What you did already.
For what you did.
Gotcha.
And then this other half is for the rest of this year.
Gotcha.
Right? If it's a 1-year contract thing and I give you, obviously it's not, I'm not going to give you 82 million for 1 year, right? Because that's what it would be, right? To pay you for that. But okay, say I sign you 2 years, 82 million, so it's 40 something a year. Okay, just for logical reason, right? We do that, then I could take that hit if it burns me. I can take that burn, right? Because you showed me you can do it. And I have my same team kind of thing, right? If it's not going to hurt me to maybe retain the same team, I can give that. If it's going to hurt me in retaining this team to get the title, and you still want all this money, and I got to keep players around you so you can rest and thing, I don't know. So it has to be the perfect again, it has to be a perfect circumstance for you to get that 82 and still have the same atmosphere going on, the same environment that we had. Because if me giving you 82 mil over 2 years, and now I got to give up my bench,
it's not worth it.
I know we're not going to win. Even if we do win it, that's a long shot, and that means you're going to have to play because guys are going to have to know you. These guys don't know each other.
That's right.
Right? That's what the Raptors won that year with them. They knew each other the year before. Those guys knew each other already. You just were implemented, and your skill of what you had helped push us to where we needed. That title, because you won titles, you've been deep in the playoffs, helped us more than as far as DeRozan had gone. Yeah. So yeah, I can give you that, but I don't think any guys in this league really.
You took it. That's exactly what I was going to say. I 100% agree. I don't think any player is worth to me. There's only one player really in the history of the NBA that's worth $1 million per game. That's Jordan.
And he played every game.
He played
you were getting your money.
He played every game during the regular season. He played every game during the postseason. There was no time management.
He came back early off that injury, but the one in Boston when he was hurt. Yeah. He wanted to come back early. He was dying to come back and play.
And I'll be honest with
you. They didn't really want him to play. Yeah. He said, "I'm good."
I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I could be biased, but I'm not going to be. If I were to rank which two players actually really deserve $1 million per game, Jordan number 1. If healthy all the time, definitely Iverson. Definitely Iverson. If he was healthy every single game and he played all 82 games, he actually did well. I can't tell you no on that. $1 million.
I can give you that. I can give you that.
I
see why.
And then third, who deserves $1 million per game, and you may debate me on this. If healthy, when healthy, Kyrie, box office, to see what he can bring to the table and know that he can bring revenue in just to see how he plays, right? he hasn't won a championship, sure, but I would actually, for someone that plays full strength, full out all the time, all effort, I would give it to Kyrie. Kyrie, Jordan, and what did I say? Iverson.
Okay.
I didn't even say Kobe.
I
didn't say Kobe.
I thought you were going to say
I was
Kobe.
gonna say Kobe.
I thought that was going to be your second
Kobe's
pick.
up there.
Not Iverson. I thought you were going to say Kobe.
Yeah.
But, okay. I'll even, so we can, before we move on. Obviously, Jordan, I'll give you that one. I'll give you two more names even before Jordan.
Okay, we're going deep.
Magic and Larry Bird. They saved the NBA.
Okay.
Well, I won't say they saved, but they helped
I'll give you that.
boost the NBA back up. They were ratings. Magic is first
Magic's
year,
a good
got
one.
the title.
I got you.
He played all 5 positions.
Good point,
At
good
one
point.
point, like had to play. Not,
Good
you
point.
know what I mean? He was the center in the last game, or yes, one game or whatever. But still, it's still a playoff. It's still a big game.
Good point.
Right?
Yeah.
They were the face of that league. They were the 80s.
That's right.
Right? They
Showtime.
were battling. And I'm pretty
Showtime.
sure they played every game unless they were hurt.
That's right. I'll give you
Right?
that.
So if you, I'll say you gave me guys, so we had Jordan as our middle. I gave you guys before Jordan. You gave me guys after Jordan. Right? And the only one I can see maybe people might want to argue is the Kyrie, which I understand why people might want to argue Kyrie's. I get your argument.
If you to watch him play,
If someone, if you want to put maybe, because it's almost the same criteria as Iverson, as in changing the game. Steph, maybe.
yeah.
Just he's almost the same criteria. It's not the fanciest thing, but
Steph-
every frigging person shoots a 3 now, thinks they can ball.
See, but that's the thing. If people actually look at it, look at what you just said. If you look at Steph's numbers, his field goal attempt, his 3-point attempt and 3-pointers made, there's some gaps there, bro.
No, I know what you're saying.
There's no
I know what you're
80%,
saying.
70% shooting.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying in a sense of, because he had injuries, right?
that's
He
right.
was injured. But if we're taking, as you said, we did the same thing with Iverson, right? You said if you take away the injuries and your thing, you take away his injuries, and he plays. Iverson is the same, is almost the same thing, right? Like they changed something about the game. Iverson wasn't the moves. Yes, he helped develop it more, right? With more tricks, right? Plus and one. But if we're just talking about NBA players, he did that. The fashion changed.
I mean,
in the league.
One thing also,
And
add one more thing. Look who he brought to the fucking finals, bro.
okay, that's what
Aaron
I'm saying.
McKee,
He brought
Eric
okay.
Snow,
Yeah, he had a Dikembe
Matt
Mutombo,
Geiger?
but I get what you're saying, right?
come on, bro.
Okay. East was, but
Yeah.
yes, for that fact
Yeah.
that he brought those guys. And you
Scrubs.
know, if he wasn't hurt, I don't want to say scrubs.
Okay.
We can't say that because
I'll
if you're
say
gonna,
scrubs.
no. The reason why, if you say that,
Yeah.
then all the other teams, then you have to say all of those guys are scrubs. Which every other team in the East, because they didn't make it as far as these guys. He brought these guys, but these guys had to be half decent.
Okay.
Some level of, they're not superstar, but they played their roles. They did what they're supposed to do. That's why he's able to get them there. That's what we gotta not look at. That's why I hate when people say that. Like, oh, these guys were scrubbed, but they made the finals. So your team that lost to them or didn't even make it there, what does that say about them? And you're a superstar in the team. He's a scrub too.
Yeah.
All those guys are scrubs, you want to say that. But I get what you're saying. He didn't make it there with stars, big time star players. He got there with role players. So yes, you got to give him that age. That's what I'm saying. Steph, small guy. You're not going to think, yes, he had other guys around him, Clay, but
Who else?
who's Clay? Outside of Golden, outside, if Clay Thompson's not on Golden State.
Yeah.
Is Klay Thompson being Klay Thompson? Because he ain't nobody now.
not right now.
I know it's the injuries. No. I'm saying take off Golden State. He's never on Golden State. He's the same shooting guy, whatever. He's on another team. Is he becoming the name that he is or is he a Kyle Korver?
You're gonna make me disrespect Clay.
Is he a Kyle Korver?
I don't want to disrespect Clay still.
It's not a disrespect. You're not disrespecting him. You're
It's
taking.
hard to say that about
It's the
someone
same.
that's won 5
It's
chips, bro.
Okay, but you're taking out of the setting that he won 5 chips.
I hear you.
It's the same thing we were doing with McGrady and all of that, right? We're
wouldn't-
taking guys out of the element.
I wouldn't put him as a
Is he-
superstar.
okay.
But I would put him as a very.
Is he getting 5 titles like he did with Steph? Who's Jordan and Pippen between the two?
Oh, obviously, Curry's Jordan.
Okay.
And Clay's Pippen.
Okay, so what we're saying, but it's the same argument, right? People like to say, well, Jordan didn't win anything without Pippen. Well, Pippen didn't win anything without Jordan.
I can
Neither of them, that last year, was Clay with them when they won the last year?
If Clay is an important part to Dallas's, let's say they have a winning record this year, right? If Clay is healthy this year, you put Clay, Kyrie, AD all together. He's a very integral part to them winning a championship. You take out Clay out of Dallas right now, I don't think just AD and Kyrie are winning a championship.
Yeah, but I'm
A healthy Clay is boosting their championship or boosting their chances of winning
Yes,
a
but this
championship.
is after the Golden State. I'm talking because we're already seeing Clay is in Golden State. Clay that's on Dallas now. He's not on. He was never on Golden State. He came into the league as Klay Thompson, whoever he is, and he's on Washington Wizards.
Obviously
is
not.
He? Okay.
Obviously not. But then you're looking at the surrounding cast, right? You're looking at just like how you had a surrounding cast in Golden State. If he's in Dallas,
But this is what I'm saying though. With Steph,
on his own, no. Everybody knows that he's not winning a championship. With
no, I know.
Washington Wizards.
Yes, okay, but I'm saying Steph, I put him like Iverson. That's what I'm saying. Like scoring wise, he could put up those numbers. Mind you, he may have that team, but I think he could get. I'm just saying. I think he could get the million, and if he's with all that, with no leg injury, and he becomes the same person he is.
Yeah.
Even stick Clay there, even all of those guys still or whatever.
He's worth $1 billion.
To me, he would be worth $1 million. I think he could ask that. I think he's in the position to ask that.
Yeah.
Right. And yes, I'll say it, even though I'm not his fan or whatever. LeBron, a healthy LeBron, if he plays every game the way he plays, he should be able to get $1 million a game.
Fuck no.
Okay.
That's my personal.
You don't have to hate. You know.
No, it's not that I just hate him.
You
Like,
you
to
can't.
me, I would not give that guy $1 million.
You will not give him $1 million. Because of what you don't. It's the same
No, it's
thing.
not
I'm not a
because
fan
I'm
of
a
him.
hater.
But listen, when I was playing 2K and I was doing a franchise and I had to draft, fuck yeah, I'm drafting LeBron James in the game because I know mentality-wise, take out your emotion, he's gonna do what I need him to do. He's gonna do what he has to do. A healthy LeBron, all the time, if he plays, not even just a healthy, plays every game the way he does, and everything there, he couldn't ask for $1 million, and I think he could get $1 million. He's the face of the league. He is the face of the league. When he came in, he was the face of the league. You got to give that to him.
I'll give
also,
that.
right? I'm just saying people who will replace Kyrie.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Right?
yeah,
But I'm giving you your list. That's your list, and I see why you would put Kyrie. A healthy Kyrie,
Kyrie things, yep.
I can see you giving, but I can also see someone saying someone else instead of. I can see someone putting a Steph there. Whatever.
I think that's an asterisk, but I really do feel if you pit just to bring people into the game, because remember, part of the contract is what they can bring.
But Steph did with the threes. He can do that without all those guys. He can shoot
point.
the threes and all that at any team.
That's right.
I'll give him that. Clay can shoot threes, but he's not the guy that everyone looked at on the team for the threes, right? Everyone was really more Curry, and Clay was there. So if we're just talking Curry, Curry could do this on. I think he could do that on any team. Are they going to win?
Probably not.
That does count with the supporting cast that he does have. Yes, that included too. But he would still be, I think he would still make the same impact that he would if he was on another team.
Right.
Hitting those threes every game, even on a team with nobody, it'll be even bigger. Because that's all you're going to be looking at.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think these contracts are
They're ridiculous, regardless.
they're dirty.
I think you need to win before you get any type of big contract.
100%.
It's all potentially based money, which is foolish.
But you know what? I think the first thing that you said was the old head is going to come out of you.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we're of the Jordan Barkley
But that should be in anything. When you go into a business, you got to prove yourself.
That's right.
I can go
but,
into
but SGA has proved himself. Now, Anthony Edwards,
that's like me going to a company. Okay, if I'm a delivery guy, okay, I do my route every day. I do my route. Okay, you do what you're supposed to do.
yeah.
You got to do more. You got to be doing more.
You have to go above and beyond.
Yeah, for them to say, okay, we'll give you more money. Like on your route,
if that dog is chasing you or trying to bring in the mail, you still.
Are you helping this customer when you don't really need to, but you're going out of your way to? When you come back here, are you staying longer to do this to help out without us asking? Or if we ask, you're the first person to thing and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta work to get it. You don't come in a company and after a week or even after a year, you're getting this big raise because you brought in some more customers. Cool. You get bonuses. That's what that's for. Yeah. You can get that, but you got to work. That's all I'm saying. You get a title, then you can ask for things.
Yeah. The NBA by itself or in itself is a completely different entity. Like they can afford to pay these players what they want, right? Yeah. It's really different than any other league that's out there. Yeah. Like NHL players, they get paid a low amount in comparison to the other leagues. MLB players, their contracts are large. But again, if we're talking about per game breakdown,
they do it over like big years too. Though, like I think hockey does that too. Like I heard a man sign a 15-year contract.
Yeah, but they're long. Soccer is they make a lot of money.
They make the most.
Yeah, but I think in comparison, basketball players, in my opinion, they get overpaid for not playing every single game. My personal opinion. Yeah. Sticking with sports though. We're gonna bring it down to the hometown.
Quick ting. We gotta give them the shout out. Go ahead.
Jays.
Hey, listen.
We're saluting you. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to jinx nothing. I'm not trying to jinx nothing.
Keeping our fingers crossed.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Listen.
I'm feeling nice.
I've kept up. I've kept my ear out to the Jays.
Yep.
I just haven't followed strong. I don't follow much sports too much.
Jump
I
on
don't
the
have a
bandwagon,
cable or nothing, anything, right?
There's an extra seat on the bandwagon.
No. I've been a Jays fan, but I'm not gonna be like the one like, yeah. I'm a Jays fan. Yeah, I've been a Jays fan. I go to every game. No. I'm like, no, I support you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not one of those guys that are like, Jays. And then when they start winning, I'm a Jays fan. No, it's there. I didn't know how good they were doing this year. I thought they were doing decent. Right, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I thought they were maybe, 5 games above 5, and then they would go down. Because I'm hearing, one time I'm hearing, they've won 5, 6 games in a row. And then next thing you know, I'm hearing the Jays have lost the last 4 games. And then it's like, okay, so they're doing decent.
Because you're used to it.
Yeah, the last few years, ever since, Batista and those years. Yeah. I don't know when it was maybe a few weeks ago, a month ago or so. I see the standings and I'm like,
they're there.
The Jays, they're only a game behind. Oh, wait, they're first in the division.
Yep.
Oh, the Yankees are behind them. Oh, and I just popped it up now and I'm seeing they're 20 games above 500.
They're number 1 in the majors.
Now, when did this happen, Jays? Mind, I've been saying I want to go to a Jays game.
Me
but
too.
Regardless of what they were winning or not, even if they're not winning, that's the best time to go. The tickets are cheap and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely want to see a game. But I did not know you guys were like that far over. Even now, I thought they were only 10.
It's weird to see.
Like I thought they were only 8 games above 500 right now. 10, 20 games above 500. And
like we said,
yeah, they got the most wins in the league. 62. They're 1 above the Dodgers.
Yes, and the Dodgers have supposedly the best player. Best roster. Sorry,
everyone we went for. Listen, I think the last 2 years, the guys that we wanted to go for, ended up going to the Dodgers. Okay.
they even lied. They said, what's his name?
Oh, yeah, Ohtani. Yeah.
They said, his plane is here.
What you got to say?
His plane is at Pearson.
Yeah. We got fake news. But hold up.
The man signed with the LA Dodgers the next day.
Wait, they won though, right? They won last year.
They won the championship.
Shit, I can't bat him up now.
Of course you can back them up. So.
No, because I was gonna be like, yeah, see what happened? Yeah, you went to the Dodgers. Now we're just as good as them, but you guys won a title. But still, see, you could have came here. You would have had a bigger name because you would have had all of Canada behind your back, son. What do you have? LA? You barely have LA behind your back. Only Dodger fans. You ain't got no all of LA in your back. You only got who? Who? Because LA got Laker fans.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? LA got Clipper fans now. You know what I'm saying? They got other sports that they can be good at. You were here, you could go anywhere in Canada and ain't no one gonna tell you nothing. You had a whole country behind your back. Listen, PSA to all you superstar athletes out there. Don't disrespect Canada in that aspect. Do you know what you can have here? You can have a whole country and you can still have your American fans, but you have a whole country behind your back.
It's the taxes.
Bro, that
taxes.
You can work around
the taxes
that.
and the weather.
Listen, you can work around the amount of money you make, the people you can talk to. You're in Canada, those taxes won't mean nothing. You ain't paying for nothing. You'll get everything free. What is taxes gonna do?
Oh no, they still get their money.
Just say, hey, take my taxes and give it to charity amongst throughout all of Canada. Bro, you will have, but these guys are too. You're a child. Listen, if your reason for not coming here is because it's cold, I don't like the cold, I'm gonna miss my family. No, you're not gonna miss your family because you're out there banging everything anyway, so you ain't missing your family. You can bring them around with you. You can get them a Canadian education where they will learn a lot of things, not just about America. But anyways, big up to Jace.
What would be wicked though is if Toronto Blue Jays get the support of Drake, obviously, right? They meet up with the LA Dodgers in the World Series.
Oh,
There's a whole nother.
I see where you're going. You know who's going to be.
Yeah. LA versus Toronto.
Man.
And then if the Blue Jays win the chip.
Even before that,
from LA.
what are these intro songs we're going to
Ain't
get?
like us, so that's going to be fire. Back and forth from city to city.
Yeah, that would be sick.
That'll be big.
That would be sick.
That'll be big. If the Blue Jays and the Dodgers meet in the final.
Yeah, but you know Toronto, we're gonna be a bunch of goofs and gonna be like, oh, let Drake is thing, and we're gonna attack Drake and make it so easy for LA to attack him or come at him, and because they're gonna be, look, your own people don't even like you being an ambassador for your sports teams, or you don't have to be an ambassador, but being a supporter of your sports teams. But that would be crazy. And you also have the Ohtani story behind it because that's who we were trying to get, and he ended up going with them. I don't know if he was ever even thinking about going here. That was just whatever. But we can use that. We can take the Jordan mentality and use that as fuel. Oh, you didn't want to come here? Oh, okay, cool. Look what we did within the next how many years of you not coming here, and you only got one title with them.
That'd be added fuel to the fire, definitely.
That's added fuel to the fire. That'd be sick. But you know who could do that? Speaking of someone coming being an ambassador for us, you know who could? It won't work.
Who? No, say.
He's still locked up. But if he wasn't,
Tory Lanez? Yeah.
Tory Lanez could come and be that Blue Jays ambassador.
Shout out to Tory, man. I hope you get out soon.
Because
there's been some new rumblings that you probably didn't do it, but we'll keep that for another episode.
You could hype up that. You can hype up those games and stuff. I know, you get the white people behind you.
All right. We're going to switch it up to our next topic now. I'm going to get a little bit more personable. We're going to talk about family.
All right.
This is going to be an interesting one. I definitely want to get your take on this. All right. Should your kids be your friends? Or should you always play the strict parental role and simply follow your responsibilities to be a provider, protector, advice giver, simply provide room, food, and clothing for them to be satisfied? Or should you be that chummy, hey buddy, have that type of relationship with your friends? What do you think?
All right. It needs to be done in stages.
Okay.
So, when your kids know, obviously kids look at you, oh, you're my friend, mommy, you're my friend, daddy, okay. You don't want to knock that, but you got to let them know, hey, there's a separation. Like, I am the adult, you are the child. You still have to listen. Because when you play too much with kids, and it's no fault of their own, they're kids, like, you can't blame them. They're gonna play with you on the same level.
That's right.
They're gonna think you guys are friends. So
That's
they're
right.
gonna do things that are like, oh, okay, we're friends. I can be a little more rough with you, slap you up harder and stuff. Listen, I let them all know. You hit me, I'm gonna give you the same, the amount of energy you put into that slap to me, I'm gonna do it back to you. Which is gonna hurt more? Yeah. Okay, so we gotta level off on how we're playing here, right?
Yeah.
But you gotta tell them, right? You know, if they get a little rough, you'll be like, hey, easy, right? With your kids. When they get, so in that aspect, you let them know you're not friends, but you give them that friendly atmosphere. You know, you want them to be comfortable to talk to you like you're kind of a friend, right? Now you get to like the
Teens.
going into the teens.
Okay.
You're not teen, so say like 11, 12, say 12, 13, 14, that going into there, you can be a little more mature with them, right? You're not doing the kiddie stuff because they're maturing and they don't even want to do all that anymore, right? Most likely, right? They're growing up past that. So you get a little more, but again, you're not friends. Basically, I'm saying the friend time is when this stage, when they're grown, they have a family of their own, or they're established and they're out there living, or they could be paying rent at home, but they're living an adult life, then you're still my child. But we can talk on a friend level.
Okay.
Right? Like you can talk to me, but you don't have to feel a ways about, oh, I can't talk. Like, I know you're having sex. We can talk about sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to talk about drugs, whatever, you know what I mean? Anything in life, we can talk about it.
But they wouldn't talk. They wouldn't talk to you in a friendly manner that they would talk to a friend
No,
about the same things.
No, and I don't expect you, I expect you're gonna keep some stuff.
Private.
And you're gonna talk to someone else and say a little more in your detail of what happened than me and certain things. I'm not expecting you to tell me every single detail, but you should be able to come to me and talk to me about certain things to a certain level of it, a certain aspect, you know what I mean? Like if you got into trouble about something or whatever, when you're a kid, you wanna hide and whatever, but if you're grown now, it's like, okay, yo, you know, moms or dad, the other day, this and this happened, what do you think? You should be able to do that, and you give an opinion. You don't have to really sugarcoat, you can just give them your opinion on it.
Good point.
Right? But friends get to that. When you're parenting, when it's the parenting stages and they're home and they're dependent on you, there it is. When they're independent, you can be friends.
Okay.
When you're dependent, friendliness can go on,
Okay. So,
but you're not friends. You know what separates us being friends? This little thing called the belt. That is what separates us. I can give it to you.
Yeah.
You can't do that to me. So no, and you're not gonna. You should never curse at your parents, but you get to a stage where
You get comfortable?
You use cursing in your language, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, or whatever. Like maybe you get to that point. That's when you're adult, whatever you. But when we're talking, there's none of that. Like you're not gonna talk to me like you're grown more than me.
Yeah.
When we get to that level, 25 past, or you are. Yeah, I'll say 25. I don't want to say you have a child and family, because there's some people who are like 17 that have children. That still don't mean you're an adult and you're going to talk to me that way. So when you have all the criteria marked off as an adult, then we can say we're friends. You still know you're at a mature level to know, yes, we're friends.
Yeah.
But I'm still your parent. You're still my
Yeah,
child.
yeah. There has to be a respect level there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Valid and good points, right? I'm gonna 100% agree with you. I like the way that you broke it up. Preteens, teens, adults. And I can't knock that. I think I would follow the same moniker, the same blueprint. When they're toddlers, it's good. I'm just gonna reiterate what you said. When they're toddlers, it's good to have that friendly, joyful
Yeah, you gotta cater to them.
atmosphere, you know what I mean, and play with them And just like you said, don't be too rough with them, and they can't be too rough with you because you just have to establish some type of line where they don't cross. In their teens, you see, in this generation, it's harder to be that friend.
And
You kind of have to be, but it's harder because, and the reason why I say that is because you know what's out there in the world, right? So you have to be strict and open with them. Say, hey, this you can't do, this you can't do, this you can't do. But because of what they're already experiencing in the world, you start to be open and have a listening ear to how what they're going through, how they can communicate with that with you, right?
And
It's very delicate.
And it's how they are as a person, also like how respectful they are to you to garner that type of friendship.
That's right.
That, you know, okay, but yeah, if you're rude and all that, no, we're never friends. This is Warden and you're
For
prisoner.
example, so just to give you another example, if Octavia or if Theo came up to me, or Clea came up to me and said, hey dad, let's go on Facebook, or let's do something, let's do a funny video together. I haven't established yet that relationship with Palia and Theo to do that on a consistent basis, right?
To do what?
To do like funny videos, like they would do with a friend.
Oh, videos,
right?
okay. Because I do that with Octavia, but I do the Snapchat.
That's cool.
The faces, she likes to do that, the filter faces.
Yeah, and
that
Karen,
she likes to do.
And Karen does the same thing.
Yeah.
Karen does the same thing with Clea and Theo. They have, or you guys have that friend.
Yeah, what you're saying.
I haven't garnered that on a consistent basis with I love my kids to death, right? And my kids love me. But to be like, hey dad, let's do this video together, or things that you would regularly reserve, or conversations that you would regularly reserve with a good friend or a close friend. I haven't established that yet with my kids. With my kids, it's still joyful playing on the field, or playing football, or playing soccer, or horse playing with them. Right? There are certain things where I cannot still be open with them like I would be with a friend, and I wouldn't expect them to be open with me as they would be as a friend. Right? Because I think we still have to establish some type of.
But see with that one though, I want they're supposed to be open with you about everything. You don't need to be open with them about everything. In that stage of life, you need them to be open about everything with you.
That's right.
Because you don't want someone to be able to say, hey, come here, or I give you this, we go play out here, but you can't tell daddy, you can't tell mommy. Because when they get that whole, I can keep secrets, that's when that stuff happens. So they do need to be open to, I get they may not be, I know that's what you're probably saying, that they may not be open with you, but they do need to be open with you at that stage. But I get what you're saying.
And and the only reason I say some parents are open with their kids, because I've seen where parents are open to their kids about relationships.
Oh, some of them cussing all that
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the type of relationship I can't have.
No, that to me is not even a relationship.
Like if I can't tell my kids about the relationship that me and Karen have on a personal basis, like, come here, play. I need to talk to you about something. This is bothering me about your. Like I can't. That's weird to me. Like this is bothering me about your mother. That's.
Oh no, I don't do that. No, I don't do
that's
that.
Something that you reserve. No. That's something that you reserve for your friend. Right?
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I can't keep a friend type of relationship with my kids when it comes to certain things.
That I think you could. That would probably be another. When they have their own family, that's when you could probably be able to step to them and be like, because they're in the same situation. They would have a wife or husband, depending on what you guys are talking about, of their own. They can relate because they're going through the same thing now. That's what it is. Like your friends relate. You're friends with someone because you relate.
Time out. TJ, I hope you can take out the stomach growling.
Are you hearing it? I'm not hearing anything. So
don't edit that. As a matter of fact, don't edit it. Everybody, I want to introduce you to the fourth guest, right? The fourth person, the fourth member of WWG.
Not really silent member.
It's called Warren's stomach. Now, as you probably don't
made an
see
appearance last week.
But there's a mic right here, right? And my stomach, when I'm hungry, it growls like a mother, right? So for the past hour and a half, Listen, I've been dealing with probably.
Listen, I ain't even hearing
I've
it,
been
don't
dealing
worry.
with. I've been dealing with the best host
I'm not even hearing it.
and the best director behind the scenes because
He's
he's
doing
lying.
that, 'cause- oh, no,
I know he hears it. TJ hears it, and I'm trying to drown it out by talking over.
I got my
so
own
at this
going.
point, I'm waving the flag. Go ahead, growl, talk. If you have something to say on the topics, go ahead and speak.
I think he was.
But we're gonna formally introduce the stomach,
The belly.
the growling stomach as our fourth member because he won't shut the fuck up. As our WAWG. What's the nickname that we're giving him?
What would the belly say? I don't know.
Belly growler.
Big belly, bro.
Big belly growler. So if you guys are hearing it, my bad. We're not gonna edit it. It is what it is. I'm hungry. Whatever.
right.
We're good to go. Sorry, brother. Because I know it's bothering me. But go ahead.
No, I'm dead serious. I was not hearing anything. The fact he said, I'm like, okay, I guess it is going because he's saying he hears it. I wasn't really kind of. I got my own make it thing. But okay, I was saying, yeah. Establishing the friend thing. Yeah, like I was saying, you're only when you can relate. That's when I feel you can kind of consider friends. Like you can consider yourself friends because you can talk about things. Everything you can relate to, you can have discussions about things, right?
I think it also depends. You're probably different, right? But it also depends if it's Palia or Theo or Aiden, right? Or Octavia, right? Because I'm pretty sure that as they get into their teens, do you want to hear everything she wants to talk about? Or do you think she should have that conversation with Jen? Off-screen Jen, sorry.
Listen. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
My daughter is totally different. Okay? She's grown. Like she's more grown than me at times. When I say that, it's like she's all okay.
So do you guys?
One day I'm gonna let her come on and you'll see how she is. But
So do you see you two becoming more friends than you and Aiden?
honestly, like right now, I think me and her, me and her connect more, and I see Aiden and his mom connecting on things like relatable things. I see that, like we've seen it. She's me and he's her. With things that they do in their personalities and stuff like that. Listen, she already has a boyfriend, like established. That's her boyfriend. No,
Like I said, whenever you want to do that Martin and Will Smith scene, let me know.
Listen.
I'm ready.
Listen. She
Fuck you.
already
Reggie!
she already had pictures drawn out. And listen, okay, I'm gonna leave that there, whatever, right? But me and her mother give a kiss. She's standing there. I hear you. She come in. She's looking. She's seeing. Ooh, you guys are kissing. Ooh, and off screen told me the other day. She's like, because she knows me, and when I come home from work, me and her mom, we go out, have our time or whatever, right? They're in bed or whatever. So she's like, oh, are you and Daddy going out again? Are you and Daddy gonna have sexy time? So I was like, what? Daughter's 6 years old, telling him about having sexy time and stuff. And it's like, yo, but she's saying it in like, it's a playful manner. It's not in that type of sexual manner that you think it's just like,
So that's
you know what I mean? It's just,
so that's what I mean. It could be different. So
it's lighthearted.
When she's in her teens, right?
Yeah.
She can joke with you like that, right?
she'll be able to. I see it in her already. I see things in her.
But can Aiden?
Yeah.
Aiden can do that.
Yeah, he can do that with me. I can see, but he's different. I already see the difference in him with girls and her difference with boys. Like he's not into that yet. He's not. His is still school. He's a school guy.
Good.
Right? Which.
Good. Don't divert from that.
I already told him, don't worry about girls. They will come in your time. Establish your style. And I even tell her to Tavia, but like I just told you, she's in her own world. Okay. She does good in school.
Good.
So she does her stuff, and I think she tries to prove herself because of her brother, because he's up there and she knows about him. He's in gifted program. He knows that, so she does her stuff. We don't pressure her. she takes it upon herself to do what she wants. So I give them all of that and all of that stuff, and that's where it's like, I can see you. I don't see them as friends. They're not friends with me.
But they see you as a friend.
They can see me as that's how I want you to see me, as you can come and talk to us. Let us know any situation you feel, come to us. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble, I can't go. Just come to me, tell them, don't worry about being in trouble. Just come to us and we will deal with it then. You might not even get in trouble for coming to us, instead of trying to fix it on your own if you don't. I mind you, I've done that myself. I've fixed stuff or tried to fix stuff on my own as happened, but we've grown up in two totally different settings and eras and and environment and an atmosphere and all that. So I don't expect that from them, but I let them know, hey, we're not your friends at school, so you can't talk to us like that and act like that at us.
That's right.
But we are your friend. We are your parent, but
you possess the same qualities that
yes,
you want
yes.
in a
Like
friend.
if we were grown the same level, we would be friends.
That's right.
I
I like the way you said that.
If we were the same age, whether I was a kid or you were grown, we would be friends.
Yeah.
So we can there is that, but we're not there, so we can't. You're not grown yet. You don't have a family, so we can't do that yet.
Yeah.
But,
No, I agree. I think just for me, just to end this segment, I think it's important to establish open communication with your kids. And just like you said, I'll piggyback on what you said, you have to have that open line of communication. You can't have a relationship where they're going to be afraid to talk to you about certain things. So you have to adopt that friendly, welcoming atmosphere that they know that they're in a safe place to come to you as a friend to talk to you about something personable, right? But at the same time, they can get it misconstrued or misinterpreted as, you know what, because I could come to them a certain way, I can now joke with them in a certain way, I can now talk with them in a certain way.
that
has to be established.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that's the challenging part on navigating on how to be a good parent.
Yeah.
But also trying to be that open parent. Those are the difficulties that I personally run into. It's a good learning lesson.
We can go much deeper into that, but we don't want to do that right now. We got some stuff we want to go to, right? So
all right.
But
Next
keep
topic.
the conversation open. Keep it in
right.
the comments. Keep the conversation at home if you want, or even later on down the podcast. If you want to be a guest, you can come on and be a guest, and we can talk about it again and all that. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up in the DMs if you want to be a guest, or you want to come and just chill out too. We can do that too.
That's right. So this one is a little bit of a well-known fact. It hasn't really escaped any of us. You know, we don't speak enough on it. But black people getting killed in movies.
Okay, we skip it.
In the
We go
early
up to
part.
there. Okay.
In the early part of movies, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure to director TJ and DJ H2O and myself, me and my wife, we watch movies every single night. We make it one of our personal things to do. And I can take notes after notes after notes about the black person dying first in a movie. Now it's been a thing. To me, it's always been a thing. What's your take? Do you think it is a thing? Well, do you personally think it's a thing?
As much now, I don't. Out of the ones I've seen, that's what I have to base it on. This is based off of movies that I've seen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen now. I just don't see it as much, or I haven't heard as much until you brought it up. Now I really haven't heard too much about. Like, people make the jokes. Yes, the jokes still happen, but out of the recent horror movies I've seen, some of them don't even have black people in it for them to die first. So there's that. I'm fine with that. If you don't want to have them in it, cool, because you ain't killing them right off the bat. But yes, there is those movies where the only black people in the movies, they have them in the beginning and somehow they died, but now the rest of the movie, there's none of them throughout the rest of the movie.
So my question to you is why?
Why? Well, even we know what that was back then. Why? That was their way of saying, hey, we put black people in the movie, but we don't want you in it that long. We showed you your face. Hey, you just happened to die. You just happened to be the victim. So, hey, there you go. Now we're going to do the whole movie and let the white man be the hero and all that.
So it's almost like it's a participation. You're included.
Yeah, it was a participation thing. You're here. You're in it. Don't cry again. Hush up now. And then obviously, and then you're going to take it maybe at the beginning, even though you notice I'm pretty sure they notice it off the bat, why did we just die already? Or even if they go throughout the movie a little bit, the first deaths are gonna be the black one in the group
Yeah.
or whatever, and it's like, why?
Yeah.
And most of the time, if you listen, they're probably the smartest one in the whole damn group, anyways. But that's why they probably have to go first.
Why? And I've posed this question to a couple people, and I asked my wife as well. Why do you think, as a black actor, they take upon these roles, knowing that they're probably the first ones to be offed?
I don't know, like get established, just to get your name in there, get
Is
some
it worth
credit,
it?
get some credits under your name. Honestly, if I'm just coming up,
Knowing the connotation, though, knowing the history, so you know that they.
no, but but if it's in the time then, like if we're talking about this time where there's not a lot of black people making roles, they're not getting into like movies or whatever, and I'm coming up a little bit, and this is what's offered, and this is the only thing that's been offered to me, right? I may have to take it because I need to get some type of credit under my belt.
Gotcha.
I'm no one right now to turn down really offers. Who am I to turn? Obviously, if it's something that's really like degrading to your morals or something like that, then I get it. You don't want to do that. But if it's just simply, okay, you're dying in the movie first, but you're in the movie, you're getting your name credit, you get your name in the credit, whatever, even if it's your name and murder number one or whatever it is.
Murder number one.
You're still, yes, you have something there when you go to your next.
Now, if I'm seeing that on my script, yo,
But there is no
murder number one.
No,
Warren.
but remember, everyone needs you need everyone for the movie to happen. Someone has to take that role. Yes, and it'll be like, well, just someone else can do it or whatever. But say someone else took that role, and now off of that role, someone saw that and liked the way they were killed or how they died in the scene or something. Yeah. It's what you do with what you get, right? In the beginning, you just need a couple roles. You just need something under your belt. I'm not saying if you get 10 roles, make those 10 roles the exact same thing, you dying, but you get one, okay, you get killed in it, done. You go to you get a next one, it comes to you, and say it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you know
still
what?
rolling with it?
I'm gonna take one more.
At what point do you say, fuck this shit, I'm not dying anymore?
If I'm getting other offers, or if it seems like that's all I'm getting.
Well, it's not all you're getting, but let's like you said, you're trying to break out your first role, you die. Your second role, you die. The third role, the director's coming to you and say, listen.
Listen, the moment I get 2 offers,
Yeah.
and one of them is not dying, I'm taking the not dying offer.
Okay.
That's when it'll stop.
Okay.
Outside of that, I can't really say, because I don't know, like maybe if I get to like a
Denzel
6th,
status.
7th off, no, well, I'm not getting there if all I'm doing is dying in the movie. I'm not getting the Denzel status.
Yeah.
But if it's like 6, 7 roles coming my way, and all of them out of the 6, 7 roles I'm being offered, all of them is the same basically thing. I'm gonna die in the beginning or somewhere, or I'm one of the first to die or whatever. Then I might have to be like, okay, I might have to stop taking these roles at all and just turn them down or whatever. I have some under my belt.
Yeah.
I can go to maybe, I might not be able to go to this company, but maybe I can go to here and they'll give me a start, right?
Yeah.
So I'll take it, but yeah, at a certain point. Now, if I'm already established and someone comes to me and says, hey, I want you in my movie, but this is your role and I'm dying for it. Fuck no, I'm not taking it at that point because I'm already established. Unless unless it's a brethren and it's like, say it's a spoof.
Yeah, but hold on.
If I'm spoofing a movie,
Okay.
then I do, because I get to be creative maybe with the way I die. And be like, and I can even comment about it like, oh shit, there I go, I get to die first. Not again.
But hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. But what if, because of your name, so you just made a good point. You're an established actor, right?
Yeah.
Because they want to bring you in for your name, and they give you a lucrative contract.
If they're trying to use my
And
name and they're killing me in the movie.
And they're giving you a good chunk of money.
As I say, the story, it depends on the storyline. If it's a storyline where, like I said, it's spoof or it's like a goof at it, it's not necessarily like
So it'd have to be a comedic
the
role.
typical roles I was doing maybe when I'm coming up.
Yeah.
And it's that you're gonna die. You're playing a character and you're dying. If they want me to come in there and I'm playing myself or
Yeah.
something, and I die in the movie because
First
they're
5
watching
minutes.
a movie of me dying, or it goes along with whatever it is.
Sure.
Sure. Or say, okay, I die because I'm the father in the story and the father needs to die.
Then it makes sense.
And they're like reminiscing him or whatever, and you brought up, yeah, I can take the dying first and that. I'm not necessarily always the horror movie I'm getting slaughtered up deaths.
Okay, but what if
dying in a movie can be different ways, and it depends on how I'm dying. If I'm dying because it's a significant part of the role, cool. If I'm dying because that's before the opening credits and now no one knows anything about me in the movie, no, I'm not doing that.
So your star wouldn't be too big in your eyes, or your ego wouldn't be too big to say, nah, fuck it, I ain't doing it. I got an ego to
If
protect.
it benefits me in a sense,
Yeah.
if you're, or definitely if you're a brethren or someone I know and we're good friends, or I've done work with you before and you're like, hey, I need a favor for this one. It would be so wicked if we had you be the one that's dying in it because of whatever, you know what I mean? Maybe, and you sell it to me?
Yeah.
Let's go, bro.
Okay,
We can
fair
do
enough.
this.
Fair
We can do it. I'm not gonna be the asshole, but yeah.
But it's funny. I just as a little experiment, if you're when you guys are out there watching movies, take a list from movie to movie, and if there's a black character, I want you to keep a record of how long it takes for that black character to last, and how many movies you've collectively watched where the black person has died off first. Just an experiment. Just an experiment. Me and Karen do it all the time.
Don't watch Scary Movie. Which one was it? Was it Scary Movie 2 or 3 with Jada and Omar Epps? They die right in the beginning because they're in the theater watching the movie and they get stabbed up.
I mean, we could make this may sound.
But you see, their names, so I don't know with that. Maybe with something like that, maybe I could do that.
But you know what? You know
Maybe I could do that because the movie's gonna be big. I'm already big.
it's a comedy.
It's whatever. No, I think that was the actual horror movie one, like the Scream. They were in Scream, not
was
Scary Movie.
Scream.
Sorry, not Scary Movie. I think they were in Scream
But Scream
and died in the first part of the movie.
But Scream still had that comedic element to it, so you can still,
But not
you can still
so
laugh
much.
at
They weren't
certain
dying
things.
in a comedic way.
No,
They were
no,
getting
no.
killed in the theater because they were being killed. But they were established names, so I think they kind of used that a little bit, maybe to draw people in. But that would piss me off if I was a black person and you draw me in with that, and now I don't see them throughout the movie and there's no other black people in the movie. Then I'd be pissed because you just used me for me to watch your whole movie. And you don't have me in there. You don't even have another version of us in there throughout the movie. You killed off the only ones that we had in the beginning.
Yeah. But you know, you know what a good rebuttal to that would be if I was a white, if I was a white female. It's always the white females that are falling in a forest.
That too.
when they're getting chased.
That too. A white girl. Yeah. So
Why are the white girls always falling in the
Always
forest?
fall.
Falling in the
Always
forest and they're
fall,
getting chased.
scream,
and, they trip
and
over,
somehow they can't
trip
get
over
up
something.
again.
Yeah. That always happens to that
Yeah.
specific group for whatever reason.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
All right. Time for some randoms. Time
Oh,
for some randoms.
we're not going to nostalgia?
Oh my gosh, good. Yes, nostalgia, sorry.
I want to.
This is a good one. Yeah. You want to bring it up?
Yeah, okay.
You go.
So, we all know we have our favorite stores back in the day. Even some people, even maybe from 10 years ago, may have stores that aren't around anymore now, whatever. But we're gonna go way back. We're gonna hit up. Most of these are 90s.
They're
One
old.
is still around. One made a comeback.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me which one that is.
Number 5.
Where?
They're still around, aren't they?
Kmart? I haven't seen a
And
Kmart.
they came out in the States?
In Canada, bro.
Canada? I know, but I swore they. Okay, maybe not. Anyways,
Yeah.
okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But anyways, okay. So if you had to bring back, this guy said only one. Then wants
Only
to give you,
one.
Then wants to give you a whole bunch. You can't do that, bro.
Only one,
You can't
man.
do
You
that.
got- we gotta make
But
it
okay,
fun.
fine. We'll give you one, and then if you make enough off of that one coming back, you can open up a second one. All right. So okay, if you had to bring back only one of these stores, which would it be? All right. So if you got to write it down, there's 8 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you got to write it down, write it down. All right. So we're gonna go Byway.
Personal choice, sorry, go ahead.
So we got one transaction.
I don't give two crap. Byway.
Radio Shack, Nob Hill Farms, and I got a question about that one. If
laundry
everyone
ba-
remembers,
the laundry basket.
that's part of it. All right. 4, Cash Converters, Kmart, Payless Shoes, Sears, It's Sears, isn't that isn't they still have a couple still
I think there's like
lingering
one or
out,
two
like,
that are like
whole stretching out that
it's like
that
one of
last
those. It's
bit.
like one of those franchises. That
Yeah.
just
It's like the
barely,
Bay. It's like the
barely
Bay.
hanging on to the cliff, about to get axed in one of these years, but we'll include it.
And last one, the eighth one, Future Shop. Okay, so for me, Future Shop, I don't really, whatever. We still have like Best Buy and all that, so that can establish with that. Sears, like I said, I think is strangling along somewhere.
Yeah.
Payless shoes, I thought that's gone.
They're gone.
But they're like J.C. Penney.
They're gone. Yeah.
Kmart. That's Walmart.
Kmart's like the
That's
Walmart. Yeah, I was about to say without the
Kmart
groceries.
is drugged up and became Walmart.
Without the groceries, though, it's like Walmart.
Kmart on steroids. That's what it is. It's Kmart on steroids.
Yeah, that's
It's Walmart. Okay. Byway you already took, so we'll leave that. And so, but what would Byway be now? Byway would be like that.
The dollar store? No, sorry. Dollar House.
Yeah. An expensive dollar out. Because it was cheap stuff in Byway, but it wasn't dollar. Everything was not a dollar. Dollar store, the most
You're
is
getting
$5.
a lot of props to Byway if you're saying that, bro.
No. I'm saying, right now, if Byway was around, the prices would go up. It's not a dollar store because Byway was just a cheaper version of stuff. Dollar store is the most you pay for something is $5. I'm pretty sure Byway at this point will have stuff that's more than $5.
I got you what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's more expensive dollar store or Dollar Tree or whatever, right?
Expensive and Byway in the same sentence just sounds weird, though. But I see what you're saying, though.
Expensive for hood. Okay, Radio Shack, that's kind of intertwined with all the other electronical stuff kind of thing. Now, Nob Hill Farms, that was a big place. Big place. You had to get the cart. You had to go around with a cart. You had the shopping bag. But
Say it.
y'all remember when you looked around what you saw, right?
Say it. Say it. Or are you gonna embarrass me?
See, now you're scaring me.
No, I was gonna say this.
I'm talking about the pictures.
I was gonna say me and my mom, rest in peace, mom, but we stole so many of those.
This man is. Oh, the baskets?
The baskets.
Oh, okay, that's understandable.
Listen to me.
That's understandable. Who wouldn't? That's why they probably established some rules later on.
This is, if you're in your 20s and your late teens, this has nothing to do with y'all, right? You guys wouldn't. Maybe your parents still have these baskets around. Maybe. Yeah. But back in the day, before, I guess, bags, grocery bags and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. We probably had grocery bags, but not.
Nob Hill Farms had baskets, right? And listen.
Did they have the cardboard boxes too? That you can use also? I think they had that too established.
But me and my mom, my sister, we ran through that. We took those bad boys home like there was no tomorrow.
Listen.
And those turned into the wickedest laundry baskets.
He didn't steal. He didn't steal no one stole the baskets. They just borrowed it for a really long time. And some may have forgotten to bring them back before it went out of business. But they didn't steal. It was bought because they had the food in it. And I might as well just keep it in and then bring it home. So I understand. But the only thing I was just really into was just the faceless people you would always see on the wall.
I remember that. When you walk in?
Yeah.
I remember that.
You see the drawings of the people, but none of them had faces. They had colors. You could establish what they were as a race, but they just didn't have eyes, ears, mouth, and nose.
They were probably too embarrassed.
They
Don't
didn't
put
have
my
any of
picture
that.
up on this wall.
Which is like, I don't know, that's the thing, and it was a big place. I remember that,
Huge
section. It was a big place.
Shout out to the one that was at, this is the one that I know.
Yeah, Weston
the one
Road,
by,
Crossroads.
By where?
Weston Road.
Yeah.
It's the only one I knew. That's the only one I went to.
You calling? I say the one by. This is probably way back when then. By
Probably.
the 401 in Islington. Think. By the 401 in Islington, across from Rexdale Mall. Yeah, there was a Nob Hill Farms there. Long time ago.
Crossroads.
You're talking.
Where
You
the
said Weston.
LCBO. Yeah, that's where it is. It was not a.
That's not Weston, bro.
Yeah, there was no Nob Hill Farm on Islington, bro.
Islington and 401.
Islington and 401 is buildings when you go past it. When you pass the 401.
No. You're not going south. I'm talking about going north, going up. So you see where Rexdale Mall
Going
is?
anywhere.
You see where Rexdale Mall is, right? So say you're going north.
I know where Rexdale Mall
Say we're
is.
going towards your
That
other
was
place.
Sears. On the other side,
No, that
where
was
there's a
Nob Hill
Walmart
Farms,
now,
right? We should
Rexdale Mall, right now, Rexdale Mall, there's a Walmart. right?
So not on the same
If
side.
you-
Not
okay,
on the same side as
now
Western
you're
Mall.
going this way, as if we're going down Islington.
Yes.
We're going down TJ's way.
You're going.
We're
up.
going. We're going towards Islington.
Yes.
And I'm at Rexdale. I'm going
No,
towards
no,
Islington.
You're on Islington. So you're on Islington. You're not going towards. You're on. Islington.
Sorry. Okay, you're on Islington.
That's
so I'm
right.
going. I'm going towards TJ's area.
Yes.
Okay.
Towards Finch.
All right. So I come off the highway.
Yes.
Turn.
On
I'm
the
going
corner.
down.
Yes.
Okay. Over here.
On the left-hand side. Yes.
That used to be something. That was Sears.
Are you
dog.
sure that was Nob
Yes.
Hill Farms?
Nob Hill Farms is where the LCBO is on Weston Road and 401. You got two people telling you this, dog.
Unless my mom used to lie to me and say, "Yo, unless my mom used to lie to me and say,
They
"Yo,
had a water fountain or something like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Weston and 401. Now it's a McDonald's there and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's where Nob Hill Farms was.
All right, so wherever Nob Hill Farms was, shout out to that location." that was a bad store. Style.
But you know what I want to bring? You know, I wouldn't mind bringing back. I know they still have them kind of now, but they're not as good. Cash converters.
Yo,
Bro, used to get some ish. You know what that is now? You know what that is? Thrift stores. That's what cash converter is.
they're thrift stores, but they're also
But they're not cash converter.
they're not cash converters. But what do you call those stores that you traded those back? What do you call them back in the day? What do they call them back in the
Oh
States?
yeah,
I forgot the term.
pawn shops.
Pawn shops, yeah. That's pretty much what cash converters
But that's
was.
what thrift stores almost. But yeah, you can sell them stuff,
Yeah.
and they turn around and sell it for a little bit more, obviously.
Man.
But that's for anywhere. But cash convert, the one on Albion, by
Yeah,
Albion Mall,
by Jug City?
I think that's where I got. That's where I think I bought my first CD.
Yep. That's how I got my first.
No. I got a CD from there. I think that's where I bought my case. I bought case CD from there.
I got my first Walkman from there.
Yeah, a couple stuff. I go in there and look for you. Go in there and look
Shout
for some
out to
stuff.
Cash
Yo,
Converters,
cash
man.
converters was
They're
lick. That was the thrift store for electronics.
Trust me.
That's where you went for that stuff. And if you wanted to sell something, you go there. But I really went there to try and buy something.
And the funny
Look
thing,
for some games that no one really wanted or they didn't have no more.
the funny thing is correct me if I'm wrong, but cash converters, probably now you would need ID if you want to sell something, if you want to trade in something.
Depending on maybe what you wanted to sell to.
But back then, I was going in there as a 13, 14-year-old saying, "I want to get rid of this."
Going
Yeah, sure.
in anywhere.
And get
back
it,
then.
and get anything.
You sell
Shout
it
out
to
cash
anyone.
converters. I miss cash
Yo,
converters.
that's what I say. It's buy win cash converters. We bringing them
Trust me.
back.
Yeah. But if you had to pick one, just pick one. What would it be? If you had to pick one. So it's already not Future Shop.
There's the funny thing is though, there's versions of all of these now.
In its original state.
I know,
forget what we
but
have now.
that's what I'm trying to think. No, okay. It would have to be, I might have to say, I hated going there though. But Nob Hill Farms had everything.
I was looking at that one too.
You
I was
could,
looking at
like
that
it had
too.
the food. I don't know if it had clothes. Did you could buy
Oh, they had
clothes
everything.
there?
They had everything. They had everything. They had everything.
It wasn't, I didn't like going there because it was so big. I hated walking down the
was
fish
massive,
sections
yeah.
because it stank of fish. I hate the fish smell.
Yeah.
But it had it was Walmart before Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was, right? Cash converters I like, but you like
You know
if you were
what's
to
funny?
bring back something now and say like,
You know what's funny?
because Radio Shack, Future Shop, that's Best Buy, that's
I'm looking at this list.
all of those.
I'm going to agree with you. I was going to say Byway at first, but I'm actually going to agree with you. Nob Hill
My
Farms,
next would kind of be Byway. I was looking at Byway, but I was looking at, you know what? Nob Hill gives you everything.
That's my point. If I had to
Right?
pick one, it would actually
Yeah.
be Nob Hill Farms.
Yeah.
Because it actually has every single thing.
It may not have a cash converter sense,
So you're right.
but outside of that,
Yeah.
you don't need a cash converter to survive, to live.
That's right.
You need food, you need you need
Shoes,
those other stuff.
clothes,
You can get those
electronics.
stuff. You can probably get that stuff there. Maybe you couldn't sell it
Yeah.
and get money from them, but I'm pretty sure they would have had that, or eventually they would have.
Yeah. Owners
Have a
are-
little corner shop somewhere, some Asian person selling stuff. That's not being racist. I will say it, because guaranteed they would have had a Pacific Mall inside of Nob Hill Farms.
If the owners of Nob Hill Farms are listening, or if you guys are still alive, shout out if you guys are still alive. If you're not, rest in peace.
Come on the
But
podcast.
Come on the podcast. but
Definitely.
I guarantee you, there's still a market out there for you guys to
course.
reestablish yourself.
Oh yeah.
You know, Walmart's too big. You know what I mean? Target came and left. They don't want none of this Canadian currency.
They did that
So-
wrong.
Nob Hill Farms, I really do think that there's a space for you guys still back here in Canada. Come back. And I want your baskets too. We need those laundry baskets back.
All right, we'll go random it up.
Random?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do? Relationships. We can go past that. We can
That's
see
a
that
quick. That's a quick answer for me still.
We want to do that next episode? We can say that.
Yeah, we'll say relationship. We'll save that one for the next episode.
Okay. All right, random.
Yeah.
You had to pick one past or present person to get high or drunk with. Who would it be?
Okay. You give an answer already, so I want you to give your answer first.
I'm gonna go first?
Because I wasn't even thinking it at that, but
Okay.
I want that because I would probably give the same answer to after reading it and what you're saying.
Yeah.
I would actually say, yo, let's together get a session, sit down with both of them. and
that'd be wicked.
And
That'd be
do
wicked.
that, like
That'd be
you said.
wicked.
But I want to leave that for your answer. I don't want to
Listen,
give the same answer. I
listen.
want to give different. So I will let you go first.
They're probably upstairs right now, laughing
Yeah.
at this. Laughing.
But what's wrong with
Look
these
at
two?
these
Pick
two.
me. What's wrong with these two? Well,
But-
go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, for my choice, this may come as a shock, but it would have to be my mom. I would definitely love, at one point, if I wasn't working the job I was, and if the kids weren't around and whatnot, if I can have one day with my mom where barriers were down and it wasn't a strict atmosphere, I would get higher drunk with my mom, hands down.
Yeah.
That would be a fun time to see her out of her
Yup.
typical strict conservative element. Because my mom was, to my eyes, she was really conservative. Growing up, she was really strict. She had a lot of guidelines, a lot of rules to follow. So to see her out of that element would be something to see when everything was just, and just to see how she would carry on in a loose atmosphere. So if I had to pick one, it would have to definitely be my mom.
Like I'm saying, as you just heard us saying, I would pick the same answer in a sense because one, you're coming into kind of my element now, right? Like this is my territory. Like, okay, mom, I got you. You know what? Sit down, relax. I know my mom's had a drink here or there. She doesn't get drunk, obviously. So I'd like to see her get a little tipsy, not drunk. I don't want you drunk, just a little. And yes, I want to be able to. Here you go. Here you go, mom. Take that. Hit that. And just see
How it comes out.
yeah, what mood, like, would they get hyper? Would they be calm? Would they be paranoid? I don't want the paranoid, but there'll be some funny moments where they get a little bit paranoid on something, right?
And again, who's to say that they didn't do any of this in their younger years? We don't
They
know.
could have tried. They could have tried and not like it or
That's
whatever,
right.
right? So there's that aspect. But as I said, and then I said, like, I'd want us to do together because I'd want to see what their conversation would be like, what they would talk about with each other. And
That would be wicked.
just to hear, like,
I like
if they
that.
go back and talk about their days when they were young, what went on, what similarities they may have or whatever, and then even
That'd be
telling us
wicked.
stuff like, yeah, well, these guys think that. When are they? When the man used to have this. And I was like, yo, that'd be crazy.
That'd
to
be
hear.
funny.
But to be different and not take your answer, I
Even
didn't
though it's a good answer.
I didn't even really think about it.
Yeah.
Obviously the typical people would pick celebrities, what I mean, to make it easy so everyone can understand. I know there are people who want to bring back, people in their lives, people they know and all of that stuff, right? But if I had to bring back one, okay, past, or present. Okay, present, who would I want to smoke and drink with in the present? You know who I want to see high and then ask a bunch of stories off of?
Jordan.
I want to get him high
Jordan.
and ask him some questions and see if I can get an answer.
Huh. That's an interesting one.
Because
That's
the
an
other
interesting
person
one.
that's in my past that's not here, definitely Michael. Definitely want to see Michael high.
Now, you see what I'm saying? So
And tipsy.
MJ would be funny. I don't think Jordan would be as
No,
funny.
it wouldn't be fun. I just want to see if he would give stories.
Got you.
Like if I ask him something, if he'd be like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
bust that guy's ass at this time. Yeah, they thought they're this, but they're but.
Yeah.
I don't know. President? I don't know. I know people say Snoop Dogg and all, but they do. I want to do someone that doesn't. It has to be someone who doesn't do it, because that's when you'll get certain things, stories out of them or whatever.
You know what would be funny? Will Ferrell. Oh, that would be funny.
Yeah,
That would be funny. If
That
he
would
was hired, that would be funny. Will Ferrell would be a classic one.
Yeah. Would I go? You know what? I might have to get someone serious high. Not a comedian, not someone that's funny. Someone who's like usually serious. Maybe like a
No, Jordan's serious.
Denzel.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I remember you picked him for something.
That is a good one.
Denzel high
That's a good one.
and a little tipsy.
Because we've never seen Denzel in that element, ever.
You've seen him angry.
Well, probably in training.
No,
training
but
day.
that's yeah,
Training
but
day
no,
he was
but that was more angry.
angry.
That was the I'm a bully type of thing. He was smoking cigarettes. He wasn't really getting high or anything like that. No, I need to see him in that element, just sipping on whatever it is, gets him to the point, and then
That'd
I'm
be
taking a few pulls on the joint and just let him talk.
Yeah.
And you can ask him, yo,
But Denzel's never agreeing to
I'll
that.
be
though.
like, listen, you really didn't tap anything outside of. And if he says yes, then I'll be like, all right, brother, I'm not gonna push you on that. I just gotta ask that. You know what I mean? I believe you did it.
But he'd give you one of those big teeth.
You're probably like, my nigga,
next
you wanna
question.
know? Yeah, you probably do that. Pass the spliff like you're passing this question.
That's a good choice. I never thought about that. That'd be a good one. Denzel Washington would be a good one.
Seeing Denzel just talking to him, kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Can't front on that one. What about you, TJ? Oscar TJ. If you had to pick one person.
A pass and a press. If you have one for each.
Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels, I want to know about.
Okay. The rest
Montreal
of you,
gay? Okay.
Say that one, then I'll do Bernie Mac.
Because regardless, he's gonna be funny as heck.
Bernie Mac.
And then Haxam have him high.
Bernie Mac.
Telling stories.
That's a good choice. I didn't think about that one. Bernie Mac would be a good one. Bernie Mac would be a good one. After my mom, Bernie Mac. If I had two choices, Bernie Mac would be.
Okay. Who's your okay? Just because I want to see outside of your mom,
Yeah.
a celebrity along that line. Who would
Bernie
you
Mac
pick?
is a good one.
I know, but I want to see who you would pick. The thing.
A celebrity?
Yeah, that's a past celebrity.
A past
Yeah,
celebrity.
someone that's already gone. Could be a star of yours, like someone you liked that's gone, or even just anyone. But
Past celebrity, I want to see a junker high. I think. Do they have to be dead?
oh, that's past. That's what we're trying to go with.
Well, past
if you pick a president, that picks for president.
No, past could be someone that's not famous anymore. They just-
Oh, I thought you meant past as in like they're past,
I mean
like they're
past, like,
gone,
okay,
and
so
present
past-
as in they're alive.
Yeah.
But okay, if you want to, okay. No, I just trying to keep it
I
along the line.
got on.
Yeah.
Past, that's 30, that passed away.
Okay.
Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers.
Woo!
Mr.
All
Rogers.
right, so
Can you imagine Mr. Rogers high or drunk?
now, let's put this reality show together
You
right
can't,
here.
You can't be Mr. Rogers.
We gotta sit down. We got a drink and smoking session with Bernie Mac, Mr. Rogers, and Michael Jackson. Oh my gosh!
Yo. You're gonna be leaving in stitches.
Because
You're
the
gonna be
jokes
leaving
Bernie's
in
gonna be busting out from the both of them. Mr. Rogers high just singing. A beautiful day in the neighborhood.
With the vest on. With the vest.
Hello, Michael. Hello, Bernie.
That would be
You want a hit? Bernie be like, listen, man, take this hit from me. Mike says, come on, guys, let's just chill out. You know what I mean? Michael hit it. Yeah, I think I'm black.
Hold on a second. There should be somebody. I know somebody out there's gonna steal my thunder or steal my idea. But I'm pretty sure you can do an AI-generated version of the three of them doing that right now.
Oh yeah, we could probably put something together like
We
that.
need to do that and post that ASAP.
And then you probably
We need to post that ASAP before
She
anybody
kinda
else
thinks,
does.
yeah.
Man, we need to do that ASAP.
Hey, we put the idea out there. If anyone there,
Yeah,
we
it started
establish
from
this
us.
right.
It started from here.
What's today? It is Saturday, July 26th at
Trust me.
3:43.
Yeah.
Right, just before 3:43, we have established the AI conversation of Michael Jackson, Bernie Mac, and Mr. Rogers,
That'd be tough.
drunk and high,
That'd be wicked.
or
That'd be
tipsy and high. All right, you know what I mean? Like, oh
Shout
man.
out, shout out to
Mike starts singing some J. Quine. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Oh, yes, I am.
that'd be the background music.
But I heard Mike was gangster with his voice. That's what might happen. Mike takes a hit and the deep voice of Mike. Because I heard that light voice was all image. Mike could be like, can I get that? Oh, shit. That's
Then you may as well
good
throw-
stuff. Hey, man. Yeah. I remember like, Mike, is that Mike?
You know what's funny? That Mike takes a hit, he gets the deep voice. Prince takes a hit, his voice gets high pitched. Because you know,
Prince also has that deep
Prince
voice,
had that deep voice. Like,
Yeah,
who the
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
is talking right now?
Yeah.
That'd be funny. All right, we got one more random, and this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one.
Go ahead.
This is an interesting one.
Go ahead. I'll tell you right now. Go ahead.
But I probably know what your answer is going to be. But people may have.
I
a
may have
different
multiples,
opinion.
but
All right.
yo, we need to take a shot before this one.
Man, no. You know what? Let me tell you something.
Taking a shot from fish.
Let me tell you
because
This would be a decision that would have to be thought about.
I know.
It's not a.
Yes.
It's not an answer. An answer right away.
that's how
right?
all my answers are. But you know what? I might have to give some.
All right. So here's the random question. Director TJ, tell me what you think too. You break up with your wife or significant other, so you guys get a divorce, right? A few years later, the new husband / boyfriend, who now lives with your ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, and your kids, offers an olive branch and invites you on a family vacation.
Spend time with the kids.
So you can have that, personal time with your kids, all right? And let's say it's somewhere where you never went with your ex or your ex-wife or ex-girlfriend, but it's a luxurious place on a beautiful island
Something you probably couldn't afford on your own right now.
you could never afford. Would you go on that vacation, or would you take that offer from the new caregiver to your wife and your kids? Would you take that offer and go with them? You go first, brother.
Give me probably like 2 answers here.
All right.
Now, the nice part.
And say it's a good person. Like they're a good person.
Okay, they're a good person. I know the kids. They're great with my kids. There's no beef. There was no.
No.
He wasn't the cause of us breaking up or nothing like that. Okay, so everything's good.
Yeah.
Good guy, dude. He has money going, and he's like, hey, they're gonna go and say that's your week with the kids, but they're gonna go on vacation, and they want to take the kids, but he knows that's your week, and he says, hey, I know we want to spend time with them. The kids do want to go on vacation. Listen, I would like for you to come along. I will take care of it because I'm inviting you. I'm taking you out of your element, whatever it is, and I'll pay for everything. I'll talk with the kids and see. Probably not. I'm probably not. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll work something with the wife. Maybe I can get them for 2 weeks.
No, you work something out with your ex-wife.
That's what I mean. Sorry, the ex-wife. But that's what I meant. You know what I mean? I'll work something out with her, and you guys can have them for 2 weeks, and then I get them for the next 2 weeks.
When they come back?
And then and then we'll establish something, right? Because the reason you're bringing me is so I can have time with them, because you're taking them away on my time, right? So okay, but I don't want to go on this trip, right? I know you're a nice guy and all that, but the ex, that's giving her some type of ammo, a little bit of, what do you say, like edge over me kind of thing. Like if you get into an argument, you're gonna throw it in my face. Well, my man had to pay for you to come on vacation. What the fuck you saying about that? Da-da-da-da-da. I'm not trying to have that.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I'll just say, you know what? Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. But you know what? I'm gonna let you guys go and establish because you know there's gonna be awkward moments. Like when the kids are sleeping, what am I gonna do? I can go out there and pick up people and do things, but you know, just for all that, no. So in that aspect, no. Now, maybe the petty side of me, asshole side of me. If he's he's not really okay. This would only work if he's not really like the good, like he's a good guy to the kids and all that, but he's kind of a ass to me because, you know, like he got her, he's with her and whatever, and I'm in the pit, whatever. And he's like, you know what, come along, bro, I'll take care of it, don't worry. You know, and he's trying to show it in my face. Oh, I'm going. Oh, I'm going. And I am raising up your bill. I am buying and eat. I don't care. It's all inclusive. I don't care. I am ordering things that are not on the list. I am running up your bill. Yeah. I am ordering porno and leaving the room and letting it play throughout the whole day and let the TV go. I am doing all of that. You want to show me up and that's the reason you bringing me? Cool. Let me see how much money you got. Do that, bro. And I would feel perfectly fine. She can, after if we're getting some type of argument, she can throw that in my face and all that. I'm like, great. How much money came out of my bank account for that? Zero. Yeah. So I just basically did what you did and I didn't even have to sleep with him.
Facts.
I didn't have to take no penis or nothing. And I got on a trip. I got to spend his money and come home and go back to my place and live my life. Well, you still got to deal with him.
Sounds like you got this all planned out.
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, bro. There's only 2 routes. That's the only way, for me, that's the only 2 routes to go. Depending on, obviously there's more to it. It all depends on your situations and all that. But if we're saying he had nothing to do with it,
yep.
If he's a good guy and all that, and he really was doing it because, hey, he's not trying to shove money in my face, I may not, the only reason I may take it is, yeah, say it's a situation where I haven't seen my kids for so long, or if there's something where I don't get them. It'd have to be something like that. Like it will be for the kids, right? Maybe I can't go on those trips. I am struggling, and you know, he said I may go. I don't. And if me and the ex are good, hey, maybe I can go find someone or hang out with people. Like if it's that kind of thing, I can do that. If it's a mature thing. If I sense any bit of pettiness or some type of like, you doing this so you can have one up on me for later on or something, no, it's okay. I'm good. I can't afford to go there. Maybe I was never meant to go there.
Yeah. So, you're a good guy. Me? Shout out to all the Scorpios out there.
I said I'm not going.
Shout out to all the, hold on a second.
But go.
Shout out to all the Scorpios out there. Because when we want to be petty and we want to get back at somebody, we can do it. We put effort into it, actually. So I would absolutely 1,000% go.
See, remember I'm a twin.
I would set that guy up so good, dog. Yo, bro, want to go to the strip bar?
I see what you're saying there.
I would give a couple dollars to a stripper, a prostitute, do whatever you want with this guy. Take some nice pictures, take her phone, say, yo, thanks for an amazing night. Send it to his phone. Then when they come back, wake up the ex-wife, say, yo, listen, I know that this is supposed to be a family thing, but yo, your new boyfriend, your new husband, he's kind of...
But...
I don't give 2 shits. It's called mean, but
no, it's not.
I am setting him up to fail. Thanks for bringing me up on this trip, though.
Dude,
I appreciate it, bro.
Do you?
I'll be taking back my wife now. I'll be taking back my kids.
See,
but you can stick inside this island right there.
But who says she wants to
go
go back
bro,
with you, though?
Appreciate the first class tickets, right? Appreciate it. Appreciate the all-inclusive.
When are you doing that?
But I'm taking my family back.
When are you saying all that? While you're on the trip? No, you can't do that while you're on the trip.
Why not?
How are you getting back? He just paid for everything.
Nico, when you pay for something, it's a full round trip. I'm getting tickets
but it's
there.
all under his name. But it's in my name. If I want to cancel,
it's already paid for.
Yeah. Oh,
can't
you think I can't do? I can. But the tickets are in my hand. I never give you no tickets.
You can't cancel that. Once you pay.
I get what you want to do, but you can't do that in the middle. It's like being in a restaurant and then boasting about something or making noise while you're there, and you really haven't gotten your food yet.
You know what?
But now you're getting to get your food, and
listen,
shit can happen.
Listen,
mind you.
For me to embarrass homeboy
And you want to.
and get back my family,
But one,
it's worth half the price of the trip.
but that's like you need to know that you're gonna get. Who said just because you showed him to be an ass doesn't mean she's getting back with you. She left you for a reason, so she doesn't necessarily get back. If you just want to ruin it for him, that's cool.
Yeah,
if your mission is to get her back,
that too.
now you're kind of lost because you don't know for sure. But I get what you're saying. It's just you gotta do that smartly. That's why I said I will run up your bill. Because I know what are you gonna tell me? No? You can't tell me no. You brought me on the vacation. You can't tell me I can't eat this. But if you're gonna go to the show, and another thing, you gotta make sure she's willing to listen to you because all of a sudden now he's a perfect guy, but now all of a sudden you come along and all of a sudden now he's in a strip club. Oh, miraculously there's a stripper with him. Oh, miraculously you came to show me that he's doing stuff.
She never saw
How
that
do I
side
know
of him.
you didn't? How do I know you didn't plan this? Why would I want to get back with you now? You're disgusting. You're petty. I don't know. I don't want you.
Listen.
That's what I'm saying. If you just want to ruin it,
Yeah.
cool. But you can't show him that in the middle of it. You got to do it when you come. You can't even say anything.
Listen.
If I were you, I wouldn't even say anything. You let all that happen. You got to get her to send pictures. No, you know what you do? You don't even fuck pictures. Forget the pictures.
Yeah.
You got to get her to come sit on his lap when they're chilling outside of the club, when you're just randomly with the family, and she comes, hey, big guy. She comes, sits on his lap. Now you got to understand, wait.
Yo,
Because in the
you
strip
gotta
club,
make it down here quick.
in the strip club, it's in the strip. She can eat if she wants because remember he's got money, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she's living comfortably, she's not giving it up that easy to come to you who couldn't even pay for yourself on the vacation.
But how do
Hold
I-
on,
yeah.
right? But if she sees it for herself.
herself, yeah.
Outside of the club, because inside the club is like, okay, he was drunk, whatever. Why? How do I know you didn't set him up? Maybe she can think that because you're bringing him to her to picture like, oh, look what your husband's doing now. But you went with him. Why would you now want to bait him? She might think it's a setup, but if you're all chilling, sitting, you may not even be around.
If it happens organically.
Right? They could be together off in a family dinner or whatever, and you see the girl and be like, yo, when you see him outside of this club, I need you to go sit on it and play him up and if he acts like he doesn't know you, play along with it. Be like, oh, I know, Dad, you don't know me. Okay, I'll see you later, and walk off. Then it's gonna be like, she might be like, hey, what is that? Oh, she just wanted to strip into the strip. But why is she talking to you now? You're not in no strip club. Why is she sitting on you? Why is she comfortable to sit on your lap out here? Why is she coming up to you now? Is there more? You're not around, but you got what you wanted, and nothing is gonna fall on you because you didn't show her a picture.
Either way, either
You know what I'm saying?
Either
if you're gonna be petty, you gotta be petty smart.
No, for sure. But I'm saying, whatever the end result is.
Oh yeah, if it's just ended. Then.
I can't lose. I got a free trip, right?
Yeah.
If it works out in my favor, I get my kids back. If it works out in my favor.
I mean, you never lost your kids, but I get what you're saying.
That's right.
You get them in that same household.
And if I'm just doing it just to be petty and evil, I mean,
if you
that's the circle of
if
life.
you get an
new husband.
inkling from her that she may want to be with you again or something, like that will work. Yours will work if you get those inklings and stuff. But if she's perfectly happy with it, you can't be the one. Like you can be the one, but it can't look like you were involved in any way. Like you can't show her nothing. You can't be the one to like bring her somewhere and be like, look, your man's here with someone else. No, you can't even be in the picture. She's got to walk into the scene and see something happening. So it's in her brain that, and anything he tries, he can't blame you because you know he's going to do that.
Yeah.
You're going to be, you're at the club. Yeah, Warren kept feeding me drinks, and I don't know, like he kept making me do something. Like I wanted to go, but he kept saying, "No, stay." you give him an opportunity to use you as the scapegoat. Remember, you couldn't afford to come there. He's paying for you. He can turn it around to where you're still the bad guy.
Yeah.
But if he can't be like, Warren was talking to her like he probably did. No, what do you? How do I know he was talking to her? Like, there's no proof that you talked to her. There's nothing that you did anything in that situation. You don't even have to be at the table. She can come to you later and be like, some stripper was on her. Like, do you remember? And you could just be like, you could even be the hero and be like, I don't even remember him getting a dance, but I wasn't with him the whole night.
I think for those...
You save yourself, you look like you don't look like an ass, you don't look petty, even though you are being petty.
Yeah.
And if she comes back to you, cool. But if she doesn't, and your whole thing was just to break it up because you wanted, even if you don't want to be back with her, you just want to get back at her, there you go. You ruined you kind of thing, and it's like, all right.
I mean, in a perfect kumbaya atmosphere, I mean, everybody would want to have a nice, friendly, cordial relationship with all the adults involved in that family tree, right? But let's be honest, I don't think that would work out good for any part. As a matter of fact, Swiss Beats did that a few years ago. He brought his ex-girlfriend on vacation with Alicia Keys and the kids. And Swiss Beats was all kissing on Alicia Keys, and the wife or the ex-girlfriend was right there 2 feet away. Awkward to say the least, but if them three can put bygones, let bygones be bygones, and egos aside, and that's a good atmosphere, and everybody's in a jovial mood, go for it. But
I know everyone blames her, but I always hear like, oh, Alicia Keys ruined that relationship. She took the man. They were probably on the rocks already, and she just happened to see each other at that time, and now it seems like she ruined their relationship. But I mean, for Swiss to be kissing up on Alicia in front of but that was after. That's done. Their relationship was done. You chose to come. It goes both ways. You should be respectable to not do that in front of her if she's sitting there right with you. Like, don't be loving up, especially if you started seeing this girl while you guys were, you were on the outs maybe, you're heading for divorce, but...
Oh no, they were done. They were done.
They were already, see, people make it seem like they divorced because of Alicia Keys.
So Swiss and Alicia...
I know it isn't.
They were married when they went to when Swiss took the whole family on vacation.
Yeah.
He was married to Alicia Keys.
Yeah, okay. So they were already
he brought his ex along.
Yeah, probably for
to spend time with the kids.
Okay.
And they're on the beach. They're all on the beach together.
And that's fine. Everything works for everyone. Who am I to tell you, no, don't do it because I wouldn't do it? You can't do that. You can't project yourself on other people. Yeah. Right? And the thing is, if it's working for them, why are you mad? Why are you upset with it? If none of them have a problem with the issue, right? They're moved on past. She may not even have any feelings for Swiss Beats anymore. She could have a man. Maybe she doesn't have a man. I don't know if I'm not gonna speak for the next dude if he's there, if he'd be comfortable with her going and him not coming along. Maybe she doesn't have a man, whatever, but she's comfortable on her own or whatever. That's fine. Who am I to say, you shouldn't do that? I may not do it, but I can see why you would do it. If you guys are comfortable and you wanna, and again, it's a free trip. I'm not paying for it. If someone else wants to pay for it for me to spend time with my kids, cool. They don't have to be around each other every time. The only part I would say is, yes, if you're all together, especially for theirs, I don't even say for theirs, they're their own thing, but how they portrayed in the media as if they were together, Alicia was seeing him and they were still together kind of thing or whatever. But if that was a situation, if it's someone that was in that situation, don't be loving up on them with the ex right there. Don't be that lovey-dovey. Maybe she can lay on you or whatever, right? But don't be all making out or whatever. I don't know if that's what he's doing, but that's what I'm saying. Like, just don't do that in front of them. Regardless, even if you guys are all, even if that's not, you guys were together, unless they have their significant other with them, then you guys love up on each other, go on. But if it's a third party thing, like anything, even if you're just chilling with your friends and it's a third wheel and you're with I'm with Jen and you're hanging out with us. I'm not gonna be and just be making out with her all the time while we're together. That's rude, right?
I'm gonna throw in a wrench though. If same dude, like I said, he wanted you to come and spend time with the kids, is it okay for you to ask? Yeah, I'll come, but can I bring my girlfriend?
Yeah. To ask? Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That'd be some type of.
If you're gonna catch an attitude with my answer, if I tell you no and now you want to catch an attitude, that's different.
Yeah.
But I can see you asking, and in my head I'm gonna think of, okay, well,
I'm bringing my girlfriend.
if I'm the one asking you to come along,
Yes.
to be with your kids, but obviously your ex-wife is with me.
Yeah.
If you have someone,
Yeah.
sure. Now, my offer was to pay for you. If you want to bring her and pay for her,
No.
that's on you. I'm not necessarily paying for that. It'd have to be depending on the relationship. It'd have to be the rich. Like if I'm filthy, dirty rich,
then it shouldn't be
I'll say yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say, and I'll take care of it, kind of thing. I mean, if you're gonna get gifts and stuff for her, that's on you. But I'll take care of the plane ticket. Obviously, if it's like an all-inclusive, food's already included and all that, and I pay. Like even if we go out to eat, you know what I mean? Maybe an extra plate, whatever. I'll take care of things. Bring her along, whatever.
But for the miscellaneous stuff, that's all.
Certain things maybe I may not. You know, if you guys go wandering off on your own, like fuck, if you don't have money with you, sorry, you can't call me to be like, oh, come
I'm not gonna
here.
be the bank.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be your bank in that aspect. But anything that's trip related, anything we're doing that I bring you along to, I will pay for everything, right? And if I could bring someone with me, I'll bring someone with me.
Why not? Kids, you can meet.
Why the hell?
Kids, you can meet your new stepmother.
This could be your future stepmother. And you know what? That's also for you, the husband, the new husband, to see if she's really over him. Because in an atmosphere of him being by himself and she's with her man, she's not gonna worry about. It's whatever.
That's true. That's a
But
good
now,
test.
if he has someone on the arm and there's no paying attention to you something's distracted. Now is she gonna get bothered because she sees him with the next man? Is she really over him?
Yeah.
You can do that as your own test. You're not gonna say that to her or whatever, right? But that's something that you can look into, or you may not even look into it, but it can possibly happen, right? Yeah. Like you can be somewhere and you notice her like getting upset with him doing stuff with her, or she might be like, how come they don't hang up with us? How come they're always going off doing their own thing? How come and maybe she won't, but you never know. Stuff can be learned by.
The double date would be definitely interesting to see.
It would be.
Interesting. But I want to poll that. Would you go on a vacation with your ex's new spouse if they're offering to pay for everything? Is that something that you have the maturity, the patience, or the mindset to be okay with it and go along with it? It's a unique situation, but we'd love to get everybody's answers on that. So what do we got coming up on the new docket, or what do we have else to talk about? Or
do I have something? I think I had
do you have another random?
I think I did. No, I actually.
Or what do we have coming up?
Well, you know what? We can just let the people know what we want to do. Do we want to let people in on the secret? Not really secrets, but things we want to establish that we want to put in the atmosphere. We want to happen.
So we're talking about the barbecue?
For
the basketball. So we want to do a basketball event. It's going to be brought on by my boy DJ H2O and myself and TJ. We want to do somewhat like a tournament where you come out.
Hopefully, we want to do something do a community event.
All right.
Hoping we can get it for the end of August time. Give some time.
Yep.
If not, we plan a big one for next year.
That's right. So you can get your squad ready, your group of 5. We're gonna do like a half court, full court. We're still ironing out the details.
Yeah.
But it will be an outdoor setting. We'll have water provided. You know, it's just to have a good community-based, family-friendly event where everybody could come. But don't get it twisted. I still take playing sports seriously, so I'm still competitive. Male, female, whoever you are.
We'll have our
Bigger age.
we'll have plenty of rub A5, 3-5, Bengay, and all them things out there for anyone who needs.
Dunking on this man as
You
usual.
know what I mean? Yeah, donuts. That's cool.
Chris, if you're listening, I'll
don't
cross you up. Dwayne, step aside, let the pros
That's
take care
okay.
of
You
it.
know who's gonna be on my team? Ben, come on my team. We know he can't. We know you got his number, so don't worry.
I'm gonna be playing like half a
Done
game.
off those ankles, half a game.
I'll be
You won't
playing half
even
a
you
game
won't
if I'm
even
lucky.
start.
Ben is literally my Achilles.
Jump ball, you're
Ben-
done.
Shout out to Ben. You're literally my Achilles heel, but come on, yo, come out and play. But we haven't established a firm date. We're still ironing out the details, but hopefully we'll get something done in August, and we'll give you guys a heads up as to when that's going on. And yeah, it'll be fun.
Also, all right. Oh, and yes, we're still next year looking. We're gonna dinner and dance. That's all I'm saying. Dinner and dance.
Yeah. Now I probably can't do the same dances that I did 20 years ago, but you know I could.
It's okay. We could do some type of form. It's
whatever
all
I
right.
want, you know what I mean?
There's no newness. It's just gonna be.
We know that off-skin TJ was a former male stripper back in the day, so you know what I mean. You could do like a little 1-2 thing. You know what
I mean, ladies, if you come with the cash
you know,
and
he's
enough, you might.
TJ
you
said.
might
TJ
get
said
him
he-
to break out a
TJ said
1-2. Hey.
he'll take the ones, you know, the US ones.
Remember, we'll bring back. Remember, Fresh Prince Carlton had to go up on that stage, eh? Remember, that's it. You might get a little bit of that, you know.
Yeah, but that'll be set up for next year, hopefully, God willing. But yeah, man, we want to thank you guys as usual. Do you have any shout outs?
Oh yeah, we gotta give.
Quick
we
shout-outs,
gotta,
yeah,
we
what
gotta,
do
we
we
gotta
got?
give all the shout outs. We gotta give a shout out to Mr. G's Auto Care Shop. Right. Give a shout out to our boy Lyndon, who
right.
yes created some lovely business cards with us. Shoot, don't have it right here in front of me. Have them in the back, but you guys see them around. You see them on the IG posts and all that. So if you guys need any type of business cards, posters, flyers, banners, I think stuff like that he can make all of that stuff. Illuminaire. I apologize.
We'll get the details. for
We'll
you, don't worry.
we'll put the details of his business up. But yes,
And
if you need any of that, hit us up, and then we'll lead you right to him to get all of that good stuff that you need.
that's right.
Your brother.
Yeah, my brother Gary, he has his clothing line, PNR Gang. He makes hoodies, he makes sweaters. They're fire. He's been doing it for a while. You know what I mean? So he's well versed. He's well
We're gonna get him
skilled
to
in
do some of our merch.
That's right. He's well skilled in what he's doing. So if you need any PNR Gang sweaters, shirts, hoodies, let me know, and I will send you the link. And yeah, he's doing his thing. And I
give
want to before
Yeah, go ahead.
One more shout out. No, go
I
ahead.
want to give a shout out to all DJs out there.
Yeah.
I gotta give my peoples their flowers. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a DJ episode. I want to establish the right guys, get the right people to sit down with, and chat it up.
Get the
Shout
breaks.
out to our boy DJ D Nice. If you want some great music from any genre being played for you, that's the man to hit up. All right, look him up. I think it's on IG. It is at DJ D Nice. DJ D NYCE. I could be wrong. I could be right. But check him out. Hit him
And
up.
one more thing, part of maturing is knowing how to be self-critical of yourself. You know what I mean? You know, before we started today's episode, we had a good discussion amongst the three of us on whether or not I should change the size of my shirt. You know, I think it fits comfortably. For us men that have muscles, unlike this little scarecrow here,
Hey, don't hate on me.
we like-
Don't hate on me because I can fit through a door easily.
we we like the pythons to flex. So we got a poll, right? Should what's my name again?
That's enough. I'm done. Wrap it up, folks.
Too much Eldorado.
Wrap it up, folks.
Should Crispy Brown change the size of his shirt? Right? Should he go from a medium and come to realization that it should be a large?
Yo.
Right?
Extra medium, that's what
Should he go up to a large, or should he keep it medium and, let the pecs, let the python show a little bit? Don't worry about the balls, don't worry about this middle. It's in black for a specific reason, so it can be shaded out, right? TJ, you're an excellent cameraman, keeping me nice and toned, you know what I mean? So should I keep it medium or go up to a large? Let me know, poll that. I know this guy thinks I should go to a freaking extra large.
I said extra medium for you. You're good. You're extra medium shirt. You're good.
Off camera, you said I should go for a double XL. Let's keep it 100.
Listen. Okay, so hold on. Let me get back to Lyndon. Hit him up on IG under art.d.smith.
One more time.
art.d.smith. art.dee.smith.
He does some good work, yo. He does some good work.
Good work, and you'll do it the way you like, and if you don't like it, he will fix it for you.
Facts.
Also, shout out to our other podcast member. She'll be here every now and then when she's got the time.
Yeah.
Big V.
V Clark.
V Clark.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, real quick. We like to try different restaurants here and there throughout the GTA. Yeah. For the first time, we went to a place called Chubby's.
Saw that on the IG.
Yeah.
Saw that.
If you're really into Jamaican cuisine, authentic Jamaican cuisine, you know what I mean? Everybody says that. Have you been there? You don't like it? Oh. I was about to give them a shout out.
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Man. Well,
like any establishment,
yes.
You got difference of opinion.
Right. So
you go there and check for yourself.
My personal experience, I had a good time at Chubby's, which is located at 104 Portland in Toronto. All right. Now, for the space that they have, it's a little bit cozy, but for how they utilize the space and how they make it into a restaurant, and the party atmosphere that I think they have on Fridays and Thursdays or Saturdays or whatever, it's pretty unique. It's a unique experience. I had fun. The food was good. The price was decent, but I enjoyed myself. So if anybody's looking for a date night, Jamaican food, I personally like Chubby's. There's an off-screen personality that may not agree with me, but
It's the whole story. I'll tell you after.
we hear him kissing teeth, but you know what?
Hey,
it was good. It was a good experience.
Hey, maybe you might get this story on a behind the scenes. Maybe we'll see. You might have to pay for it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe we might let that loose. But as we said, you come to your own conclusions. Everyone has their own, their own reviews, their own opinions.
That's right.
And on here, we allow anyone to have their opinions. As long as you gotta be respectful in a sense. Don't be too disrespectful, but we allow anyone. Just say how you feel, what it is,
A chef pissed you off. Hey.
Don't worry.
All right, we need it. All right. We'll take one last shot before we go. One last shot for everyone.
We all we got.
Everyone, we all we got. Check us out. We will be on Spotify soon. We are working on that to get the audio up there. Okay. We'll get them up there as soon as we can, but still check us out on the YouTube, IG, hit us up. Check out the Den of Owl Network for anything you need.
Special K will be a guest on our next episode.
We're gonna get Special K and Off-Screen Jen on our episode together one day. Working on it.
Yeah. So look out for that. And you guys have a blessed day. Have a blessed rest of the week. Be safe. And at the end of the day, we all we got. Peace.
I can't believe you forgot.